From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
30 seconds or less.
Oh, yes. The return of 30 seconds or less. In the past, what we've done, by the way, this is going to be Maury versus Mocha, as a lot of the things are, the competitions on this show. The premise of the game is, can you complete a simple task in 30 seconds or less? In the past, we've had you guys, can you eat an entire lemon in 30 seconds or less? Can you tie a tie in 30 seconds or less? Maury failed miserably at that. Can you drink an entire glass of heavy cream in 30 seconds or less? My favorite one was, can you snap your fingers 101 times in 30 seconds or less? That was the most painful that we've done.
It really was.
Until today. Coming up on 30 seconds or less, the question is, can you rip 30 Band-Aids off your arm in 30 seconds or less? Now,
that's a Band-Aid per second.
Just in case anybody has any questions of what 30 Band-Aids looks on an arm, Maury, can you show your arm real quick?
Oh, my God.
Maury's all bandaged up. Mocha, your arm? All bandaged up.
Like a drug addict.
Right, you do. Sorry, honey, I got itchy.
Yeah. Trying to hide it. I don't have a
How
problem,
do they feel on your arm right now,
Tight as
More?
hell.
Tight. And I put all
really
these on
does.
myself, and
Yeah.
I was stretching over the hair, and I was going one way, another way.
Yeah,
And you went in the
that's-
armpit.
And I went right in the armpit.
That's what hurts, by the way, is the pulling of the hair slowly.
Yes.
It's not good.
Yes. Okay. So coming up in just a couple of minutes, stick around. It is the return of 30 seconds or less. And again, the question was, can you rip 30 Band-Aids off your arm in 30 seconds or less?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
30 seconds or less.
Yes. Welcome back to 30 seconds or less.
I was kind of looking forward to playing this game today,
Yeah.
but in the past 3 minutes, I've had more and more regret set in.
So Maury and Mocha are covered in Band-Aids on one arm. So the question was, can you rip off 30 Band-Aids in 30 seconds or less? You got one Band-Aid that's peeling off. I got to come over and correct
Where?
that. Well, because I think that's because you moisturize.
This one here?
No, it's underneath. I think it's because you moisturize. That your skin is actually a little bit less susceptible to Band-Aid stick than Maury's. Because if you look at Maury's arms, those things are tight. So again,
you got dry ass skin.
yeah, Maury and Mocha, they have one arm each covered in 30 Band-Aids. Can you rip off 30 Band-Aids? And also, I will say that, Mocha, you have the hairier forearms.
Yeah,
Maury,
it's
you
bad.
have the hairier pits.
I haven't been this scared in a long time.
Okay, so
I will
can
say,
you...
with all these Band-Aids on my arm, I
Yeah.
feel like the Winter Soldier.
Right, I know.
That's what it looks like.
I know. You guys look like you like black fly season. In the past, for 30 seconds or less, you guys have had to try and eat an entire lemon in 30 seconds or less, snapping your fingers in 101 times in 30 seconds or less.
Difficult.
My favorite was, can you drink a full glass of heavy cream in 30 seconds or less? That
so
was
gross.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It was so gross. Okay, so who would like to go first?
Not it.
Guess I will.
Okay, so Mocha, you're going to go first. What the people at home are going to be hearing is you will hear the clock start,
Yeah.
and it will start counting down 30 seconds. Mocha, the Band-Aids have to come off one at a time.
Okay.
That's the rule. You can't just grab handfuls of Band-Aids. Not that that's going to feel any better than doing it one at a time, but you cannot do it one at a time. So anytime you're ready, Mocha, you can put 30 seconds on the clock and then start ripping as they go. I will count along so people at home know where we are in this process.
This is going to hurt.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Ready?
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1. Oh, no.
1, 2,
Oh, no. Hold on.
2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9,
10. Ouch!
10.
11.
Oh!
11.
Now, the problem, I'll tell you, the problem with this game is that, no, you did not complete the task. The task, again, was can you rip off 30 Band-Aids in 30 seconds or less? The problem is you still have to rip them all off.
Can I show you this one?
Yes.
Look at this. Can you see this? Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you see this one?
Oh, no.
Oh, put your hand behind it like they do in the YouTube videos when they're doing makeup tutorials. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot of hair.
Can you see all that
oh,
hair?
my God. Oh, that's like a wax job. You might have a bald spot.
Oh, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Is that there's 2 Band-Aids on my underarms, too. And
Okay.
I haven't trimmed my underarm hair in a while.
Okay, do you want to try and get those off now before Maury starts? Get the 2 out from underneath your armpit for the people, just so we can hear how that sounds.
Okay, hold on. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Holy cow. Go.
Okay, yeah.
This is going to hurt
go,
really bad.
Okay, go.
Rip it off like a Band-Aid?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do this.
This might be my favorite game.
There's another one.
Right there.
Oh. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
That's the worst.
Okay, do we have time to do Maury? Do we have to
Yes,
come back?
no,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no,
Maury. Maury.
I'm so scared.
So, Maury, again, the game is 30 seconds or less. Maury has 30 Band-Aids on his arm. The question was, can you rip off 30 Band-Aids in 30 seconds or less? Mocha, please put the time on the clock. And damn it, Maury, whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
1, 2,
Ow. Oh, God. Ow.
3,
Ah. Ow.
4,
Ow. Ow.
5.
Ow.
He's shaking.
Ow.
6,
Ow.
7,
Ow. Oh.
8. Maury's grabbing them from the middle. Mocha went 9.
Oh, Mama. No. Not that one.
Maury.
Oh, my God. Yo, you're almost there.
Okay, wait.
Stop.
Okay.
Did you count?
Yeah, okay. How many is left on your arm? Shem, can you get over there and count for Maury, please?
Can you count
Just
the
make
dirty
sure, just make
ones
sure.
on the ground here?
have to?
Maybe don't touch the ones that were on you. He can just count the ones that are still stuck on your arm.
Reverse math.
No, it's just math. It's actually discounted. Okay. What do you got, Shem? Don't forget the back of the forearm right there. Back of the forearm. Right here.
So much hair. Yeah, so there's 10.
There's 10 left. So Maury did 20. How many did you do, Mocha? I think he did 8. I think
Yeah.
he did 8. So,
There's scars, dude.
I don't know why we're counting. Neither of you won. Maury, do me a
No, but
favor.
I did better.
No, but you didn't complete the task.
No, but
so
I
it doesn't
did
matter.
better.
But you did not complete the task. Maury, please remove the ones from your armpit, just so we can
Where's
all
that?
experience that. There's a whole bunch there. No, okay, like right up top. Yeah,
Right
that
here?
one. Yeah, that one.
And this?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, my God. Yo, why is your skin stretching like that? That's a lot of skin.
Okay, now there's one around the back in the armpit too.
Here?
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's extra hurty because of that extra skin.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Why does your skin pull so much? It's super weird. Okay, so the question was, can you rip off 30 Band-Aids off one arm in 30 seconds or less? The answer to that question was Mocha, decidedly.
No, I can't.
It was a decidedly hell no. Damn it, Maury. The answer to that question was a.
That is how you play. 30 seconds or less.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, is this Guru?
Yes, hi.
What's up, dude? It's Roz and Mocha. Roz, Guru is 10 years old and texted into the show.
Yeah.
The text simply reads, I want to join the Roz and Mocha Show.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What makes you, 10-year-old Guru, feel like you want to join the show?
Basically, I want to join the show because I like how you guys are acting and I want to make jokes and I want to be an RJ like you guys.
Okay, so you want to come on and make jokes like us, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What sort of skills do you have?
I talk a lot, and I can make jokes. I talk a lot, and I can talk forever.
Do you have? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but do you have an example of one of your jokes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what do you call an alligator that wants to be a detective?
What do you call an alligator that wants to be a detective? Go ahead.
An investigator.
So far, so good, bro. So far, so good. What do you envision your role on this show? Like, where do you think that you fit in? Obviously, you're a big fan. How do you think that you would fit into this world?
I think how I would fit in this world is by, I guess, making jokes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to be the guy that tells
But
jokes?
once I grow up, I really want to be there.
Well, you're more interesting to us as a kid.
When you're like 14 and 15.
Yeah. Are you what interests do you have? So outside of this show, right? What are you interested in? Like, what do you sort of gravitate towards? What are your interests?
I'm interested in staying with you guys. And,
Like, do you like sports? Do you like video games? Do you like food?
What kind of TV shows do you watch?
I watched The Flash.
Good one.
Yeah, he's my favorite superhero.
What about video games? You play games? Are you allowed?
Yeah, I play games on my PS4. I do that stuff. I like to play soccer. I used to play soccer when I was in school, but I can't now because I'm in online school.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Guru, you're 10 years old and you're doing school. Like, how are you going to be able to join the Roz and Mocha show when you're supposed to be in school?
I don't know, really. I had to figure that out.
We'll figure all that out. Don't you worry. We'll talk to your principal. Okay. So I'm thinking this. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's run this by you, okay?
Okay.
I think that we need to find out something that you're interested in. I think that we need to sort of tap into you and your 10-year-old kid knowledge and figure out something that excites you, and then almost have you come on one time and like do a report about that thing, whether it's like sports or whether it's food or whether it's video games. I think that we can use you that way, and then you can like fill it full of jokes and you can entertain people. Because right now during COVID, we can't even have you come in here, man. Like, you can't sit in my chair.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I don't like that. I don't like this COVID stuff.
No, nobody does,
man.
Nobody
Yeah.
does. You know, even if you wanted to do like a report on, you know, what it's like to do, you know, online school until the summer happens. You know, we can do something like that. Would you be interested in that?
Can you? Yeah.
Like
probably,
sort of being like, we'll get you to do like a 10-year-old reporter kind of thing for us.
Okay.
Hey, is your mom there?
Yes, she is here with me.
Does she know what you're doing?
Yes.
Put your mom on the phone for a second.
Okay. Hello.
Guru's mom?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I am.
It's Roz and Mocha. Okay, we just want to make sure you're okay with all this stuff.
He's been bugging me about this for about 2 months, so I have to be okay at this point.
Okay. Mocha wants to make sure that you're okay. I want to make sure that this isn't some grown-up thief who has expertise in doing kid voices who's going to try and steal my money.
No, he's a little 10-year-old.
Okay.
He's bored out of his mind at home, yeah.
Okay, he's a real 10-year-old boy, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, put him back on the phone now.
Okay.
Hello.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we give you the day? We'll give you 24 hours, this exact same time tomorrow. Because one of the things we don't do on the show is we don't do kid news, a lot of kid news.
Yeah.
So you as a kid, why don't you come up with a bunch of stories about other kids? Like, what's going on in the world of kids?
Yeah.
And then we'll give you the day. We'll come back this exact same time tomorrow, and you could do Roz and Mocha's kids news.
Okay.
All right, Guru, my man, we will chat tomorrow.
I'm excited.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
10-year-old Guru, welcome back to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you, buddy?
I'm great.
Good. So we were talking to you yesterday, and you desperately wanted to be on the Roz and Mocha Show, and you wanted a job on the Roz and Mocha Show. So we said, hey, we don't do a lot of kid news, a lot of kid stories about kids that kids would be interested in. And so we had said to you, why don't you just come up with Guru's kids news and tell us stuff maybe that we don't know that's going on in the world of kids. Is that what you've got for us today?
Yep.
Okay, this is incredible. This is the only time, buddy, that somebody else has ever done the news on this show. This is huge for us. I hope it feels huge for you. Okay, so you got stuff prepared?
Yep.
You know what to do here, right?
Yep.
Go ahead in 3, 2, 1.
Mocha, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the kids' news.
A Roz and Mocha Show. Kids News Break.
Oh, my God.
Anytime you're ready, buddy, go ahead.
I know both of you are fans of Lego. I mean, who isn't? But this story will blow your mind, and I'm kind of jealous. 12-year-old Hayden Hayes from Louisville, Kentucky, they put this on his resume. He just broke the world record for the fastest time to build the Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon microfighter. The force was wrong with him. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. So he built the Lego Star Wars Millennium Microfighter in record time. Is that what he did?
Yep.
I've seen those things before. So I'm going to say, even though they're small, I still think that they have like a ton of pieces in them. So I'm going to say that the microfighter is like, I'm going to say it's 50 pieces.
Oh, geez. I don't even know because with Lego, it's tricky. Sometimes
True.
they have super, super tiny, tiny little, like those clear pieces that you don't see once you empty that bag of stuff. So I can't even throw out a number, Guru.
How many pieces is that, Guru?
It's actually 101 pieces.
101 pieces.
Herndon broke the record and built the set in 1 minute, 59.72 seconds.
He built a Lego Millennium Falcon, like the mini one, in less than 2 minutes?
59.72 seconds.
Okay, so he did 101 pieces of Lego in less than 2 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I will applaud that.
Yeah,
that's an
great.
incredible feat.
Damn.
In case you were wondering, the new Lego Art World map is the largest individual Lego set ever made. It contains a whopping 11,695 pieces. That's 2,659 more pieces than the Coliseum in second place.
I've seen the Coliseum Lego set. It's huge. So you're saying that the world map is actually bigger than the Coliseum Lego set?
Yep.
Wow.
By the way, he's not the only 12-year-old breaking records. Alden Maxwell from Samaarm, BC, has beat his own world record.
In what?
First, he broke his record of stacking 638 Jenga blocks on a single block. Now he's beat the record and stacked 1,400 blocks on a single block.
What?
Okay, so hold on here. So his first record was stacking 638 Jenga blocks on a single block. And then he just broke that record by stacking 1,400 Jenga blocks on a single block?
Yo, that's some serious balance.
That'd be like taller than me.
And patience.
And the good news is he lives in a house, so no one living below him will hear all that crashing down on the floor.
Jenga! One wrong move and you're done.
I'm Guru for Roz and Mocha's Kids News.
There we go, buddy.
I love that. Guru.
We learned a lot today. We learned a lot today. A lot of talented kids out there, man.
Thanks.
Guru, you did a fantastic job.
Yeah. How do you feel about all this, Guru?
Excited.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Really happy.
You did really great, man.
You should
did
be proud,
really
man.
great.
You did amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks for helping us out with all the kids' news going on in the world.
You're welcome.
Have a killer summer, dude.
You too.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jeez.
Super long distance.
My God.
I had to get a special calling card for this.
The number you have dialed is not in service. Please check the number and try.
Oh, my God. I got to do this again?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sorry, man.
Oh, damn it.
You got them big fingers. What, are you using your thumb over there?
Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to try one more time.
Okay.
Oh, man. Hold on.
Oh, you screwed up.
I can't do it now.
Okay. You work it through. Work it through. Almost there. This better be good. I don't even know who you're calling.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Son of a-
Please check the number and try again.
Okay, so we got a DM from Danielle Rudderman, who lives in Australia and listens to the Roz and Mocha show. And it's her birthday and wanted us to give her a call. So, Danielle, we tried, or at least I tried.
Wow.
Don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I got the wrong calling card, but happy birthday. Thank you for listening to the show. You'll probably hear this either on the live show or you'll hear this on the podcast, but we tried.
We did our best.
So
Sorry.
happy birthday, Danielle Rudderman. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for listening to the Roz and
You
Mocha
can't
show.
use that excuse anymore. You sound so lame. Like we would have called you, but like I couldn't dial your number. That's such a lame, like
I know.
who says that? That's such a like old timey excuse.
Ran out of minutes.
Right? Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Welcome to summer 2021. We are officially in it, Roz.
Yep.
Dammit Maury, to celebrate the first day of summer, decided to make some cold calls across the country. However, he picked people who have the last name Summer.
Gotcha.
And they were obviously caught
super excited. Oh.
completely off guard talking to people who have the last name Summer.
Hello.
Hi, is this Miss Summer?
Who is this?
It's Maury from the Roz and Mocha show. How are you?
Oh, I'm well.
Amazing. It's your season. It's summer.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand? Like, you are summer and it is summer.
I get it.
No, but do you appreciate it?
Am I winning a prize or something? What's happening here?
Oh.
No, if anything, we are all winning a prize because it's now summer. I thought you'd be a little bit more like, woo!
I don't know what I'm wooing to.
Oh, that it's summer.
Okay.
Like, do you feel that during the winter, like, do you feel that you're less appreciated?
Oh, damn.
Jeez, that's not cool.
Hello.
Hi, is this Earl Spring?
Yes, it is.
Oh, my God. It's such an honor. It's Dammit Maury with the Roz and Mocha show. Okay, I feel so bad for you, though, because it's now summer.
Is that a bad thing?
You're out of season.
Yeah.
What does spring do when it's not summer? Do you go and sleep for a season? Do you go back into the closet? What do you do?
I go to Florida where it's still summer.
You pretend to be somebody else.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You're committing a crime.
Well, could be, yeah.
During spring, do you feel more loved?
Yes, I do.
Oh, and I even hear birds chirping behind you.
Well, yes, there are some robins and some little ones out here. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my God. By the way, what does the sun drink out of?
Sun drink out of?
No, you just go, I don't know.
I don't know.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses, of course.
Do you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, spring wants to say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next spring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Sam Summer?
Hey, this is Sam Summer. Who is this?
This is Dammit Maury with the Roz and Mocha show, and I'm calling you because your name is Summer, and it is summer.
Yeah, my name is Sam Summer.
Yeah, and it's summertime in the city.
What you want?
I want to celebrate summertime with you.
Sam Summer.
It is summer. It's summertime right now. It's summer.
What now?
I want to celebrate summer.
I'm talking about you going to send me something. I'm not.
It is summer. It's summertime right now. It's summer.
Chill.
I don't know what you're saying.
Nobody does.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. It's Dammit Maury with the Roz and Mocha show. Is this Mrs. Summer?
Yeah.
It is an absolute honor.
Okay, why?
Because your name is Summer and today's summer.
Yeah, it sure is.
Do you get it?
I do. I've heard it all my life.
Okay. How does it feel that you are now in season?
Very, very trendy.
Is there anything you want to say to everybody to welcome us into your season?
Happy summer.
Okay. How do teddy bears keep their den cool in the summer?
I don't know. How?
They use bear conditioning.
Very uninspired.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Maury looks like he's in a terrible mood today. Come on in here, Maury.
Oh, geez.
What's the matter with you? Glasses off, head down, awful mood. What's going on with you?
You mad at that?
Why are you sad today?
You mad at that shirt?
Why are you sad today?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
No, but I know when you're sad. You look sad today.
No. Well,
No?
my egg is no good. I paid $5 for an egg and it's sour. But
Oh, what's a sour egg taste like? I never
Oh,
had
do
a
you want-
sour
I
egg.
have another one.
No. But like, how do you know it's off? Like, is it?
Oh, it's very off.
Oh, you
Why
know
are you
right
looking at
away?
me like that?
I don't know. Does he look sad today?
Yeah, he really
yeah,
did.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm great. No, I'm honestly really
Your eyes
good.
are like watering. Like you look like you've been in there having a cry.
Did you try to cut your hair again?
No, I
Is that
haven't
why
touched
you're
my
sad?
hair.
Oh.
No.
Did Matthew try to cut it?
No. What?
It's like-
Stop judging my hair.
I'm not judging your hair, but it looks like 1/10 of your bangs have started to grow out.
Mhm.
Like only the middle
Don't
part.
touch it. Don't touch it.
Only the middle
Turn
part.
to your left.
No, anyway, we can. I wanted to bring you in here because I want to make you happy. I have this clip of Miley Cyrus covering Cher.
Oh, this ain't gonna make me happy.
Oh, it's not?
No, I've heard this. Go ahead, and then I have my theories.
Hold on a second here. So, Miley Cyrus presents "Stand By You," which streams, I guess,
Tomorrow.
starts on tomorrow. And in advance of the show, the Peacock Network released a sneak peek of Miley doing Cher's "Believe."
No matter how hard I try,
All right.
you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through.
I see
There's no
nothing wrong with
talking
this.
to you. It's so sad that you're leaving. It takes time to believe it.
Here we go.
But after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Oh, do you believe in love?
You don't like this more?
No.
Why?
You play the Cher version.
Oh God! Yeah, but we know it. We know the Cher version is legendary.
Now you have to hear it right after this.
Yeah, but what's wrong with this version? Why don't you like this though?
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good. I appreciate what she's doing.
But
you can't compare that to
Because,
Cher's
but she's
voice.
not
And
Cher though.
Oh, I know. I like it, but it's not like, oh my God, this was absolutely amazing. Like
Wow.
I really like that. Cher's version of Believe really stands. It takes up
Nobody's
90%
saying
of my heart.
Nobody's saying this. Guilt takes up the other 10%, by the way.
wow, zero room for his husband,
No,
huh?
nothing.
It's 90% Cher, 10% guilt, and 0 for Tim and Matthew.
It's a busy heart.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody's saying that this is better than Cher's version.
Totally. And if I was there, I'm sure I'd groove. I'm sure I'd love it. Like, oh my God, Miley's doing Cher.
Right.
But when I hear that, all I can think of is it's not Cher.
Yeah, well, that's fine too.
Because
Yeah.
it's not Cher.
When I have a salad, all I can think about is that's not steak. But it's not.
Miley's
It's not
the
pretending
salad.
to
Yeah.
be
And
steak.
you
still
the
enjoy the
steak.
salad.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, but when
Yes.
you chew on the Cher version, it's
Yeah.
so much meatier.
Nobody's saying that it's not. It's just I thought it was great. I thought it put you.
I
I,
like
thought
it.
it would cheer you up today. But obviously, I was wrong about that.
Is this what's upsetting you today? Is this why
Look,
you're
I
so
don't know
upset?
what's going
I
on.
think it is. I think you're mad that Miley did
I
a
don't
version
know.
of Believe by Cher.
I don't
That's
know,
why you're
man.
so upset.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Can I play this clip real quick of this guy who runs a gamer dating app talking about the ways that people who design dating apps hustle you?
Oh, yeah.
So
People would love to hear this.
yeah, so this is a guy named David Park, and he's the CEO of the gamer dating app called Kippo. Listen to this.
Dating apps will create fake profiles of hot girls and hot guys, and they'll show them to you first, especially for new dating apps. If you're a brand new user, you hop onto the app and you're like, wow, there's so many beautiful people on this app. They're not real. Dating apps will actually hold back your matches unless you start paying. So let's say there's like 100 people that like you and you're waiting to match with them until you start boosting your profile, and then they'll start giving you all the people that like you, and you'll get a bunch of matches, and you'll be like, wow, I should spend more money. Dating apps are selling your data. It's actually scary how much they know about you just based off your swiping patterns and the things you talk about in your chat.
Oh, my God.
Right?
I mean, I had just assumed that they...
But I didn't know that. Do you have to pay for dating apps? Who uses dating apps?
I don't.
You don't have to pay. How do you
Obviously.
boost your profile on a dating app? Shem.
Well, I don't really use dating apps, but I did, log into Bumble one time.
Yeah.
And it does allow you to pay premium.
That's what I mean.
If you want to see more matches, for sure. And I think Tinder does the same thing, but I don't know. I've never had Tinder.
How much does
before.
that cost?
I don't know, man.
Please, bull.
I don't
Come
need
clean.
that.
Come
Hold on.
clean.
So the matches that you get in the free version, right? Feel free to text us at 925.
Yeah, I don't know.
The matches that you get in the free version. Now, do you think that those people are real, or are those also fakes until you pay to see who the real ones are?
That's a good question. I mean, I think they just so let's say you got like 10 matches.
Yeah, let's
let's just say.
Yeah.
AKA last night for Cher.
Hypothetically speaking.
You get 10 matches.
Let's say I was on at 10:30 last night.
They may show you 3 and say you got to pay a premium to get the remaining 7.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
Right. And what makes Bumble different than Tinder?
Well, Bumble, the woman has to reach out to the man first. In order to
Sadie
make
Hawkins.
a connection.
For somebody who doesn't use the app a lot, you sure know how it works, Shell.
So ladies on Bumble have to reach out to the gentleman.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. Now, is that the one that Sharon Stone was on? Wasn't Sharon Stone on one of those? Somebody real famous was on one of those apps. I think it was Bumble.
Maybe it was Bumble.
So you just sit around on Bumble and wait, right, to be ladies' choice.
I mean, not me, but yes.
Okay, hypothetically speaking, if you
At
were to
10:39
use.
last night.
Now, do you ever feel hypothetically that you've been hustled on any of those apps?
Well, I've actually had my picture used on a dating app that when it wasn't my account.
Same.
Though, right? Yeah. Right.
They said I was in my 50s, the jackasses. But do you ever feel like that's not a real profile, or have you in the past?
I'll tell you something, especially with sort of what we do. We've got higher profile jobs.
Yeah.
I'm always super paranoid about that stuff. That's why I stay away from dating apps, because I'm always worried somebody's gonna, create, be a fake account.
Yeah.
Talk to me. I'm gonna send some, messages.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden those messages
wind up on an Insta story.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me read you a couple of texts that we got real quick here.
Yeah.
Free Bumble completely works. I met my fiance there, and neither of
Good
us
for
paid.
you.
Another person said, I didn't pay on Hinge, and my boyfriend and I met each other on there. He's definitely real. Love your show. That comes to us from Devin. And then says here, pay to see your matches, pay for your profile to be more visible. Free accounts. They hide the profiles that like you and make it nearly impossible to come across them to mutually like.
Oh.
So you get a mix of both there.
Right.
So be careful.
Right. Or just
everybody.
slide in your DMs.
Yeah.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We've been waiting a real long time for this. Season 2 of Too Hot to Handle is finally out, Roz.
Carly, one of the big stars of Too Hot to Handle Season 2 from Toronto, big fan of this show. And when I say one of the stars, like one of the stars of this show.
If you haven't watched episode 1 here, this is not a spoiler whatsoever, but this is how they introduce Carly to the audience watching Too Hot to Handle.
I hate rules, and I do not follow them.
Set me free, my little rock and roll girlfriend.
I'm a little bit of a man-eater. Just a little bit.
They got the montage of her walking around and stuff.
Usually what I look for in a guy is just like a one-night hangout.
Oh, yeah!
Commitment kind of scares me. I've committed like probably twice. I was with my ex-boyfriend at a bar, and I left him and was with a guy in front of him that I used to see before him, in front of his face. I'm crazy. I'm here to have fun. I'm not here to be in a relationship or to find someone to fall in love with. 100%.
Carly from Too Hot to Handle Season 2. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
How did you get mixed up in this? What did you think you were going there to do?
Okay, well, I thought we were going to go do Parties in Paradise because that's what we were told, right? So we were all told we were going to be in a house drinking tequila, partying, and having sex with everyone. So I was just like, I'm down. I'm ready.
Right.
And then when Lana popped up, I was like, oh my God.
You guys were the horniest group of people I've ever seen put together for any one single television show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad. I mean, I don't think I looked bad, but I look at it and I was like, oh my God, I am definitely Mako. Like I was, or Mako.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
I definitely look at it and I'm like, oh my God, Carly, like keep your tongue in your mouth. I was making out with like everyone.
So Carly, you watched season 1 of Too Hot to Handle, right?
I actually didn't until after the show.
Oh,
so I legit,
didn't.
and I mean that when I say that I actually had no idea what was going on. And even like the contract that we got, it said Parties in Paradise. Like the contract that I'd signed before I went on the show was Parties in Paradise, but it was like it was like hyphenated. So I didn't notice that. I think some people kind of knew, but then a lot of us were shocked. They played it off so good.
But then when you guys all found out that you're on Too Hot to Handle, it like legit didn't change anybody's attitude whatsoever in how you were going to navigate those 10 or 12 days, however many ever days you were there.
It didn't change anything at all. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think for a lot of us, because we were not to do anything, it made us want to do something more. Like, at least for me, like, I'm just like, I hate rules. That's something my like tagline. I hate rules. So as soon as they said like, you can't do something, I was like,
Yeah. But so this show, and what makes this show so great, especially season 1, was you get this group of young people where you're super horny and all you want to do is make out and you all hate rules. And the hope is that there will be a sort of emotional journey where people actually grow up on that island in those days. Did you find that you went through that, or were you defiant to the end? What can you tell us?
I actually had a really emotional journey, and I'm not really an emotional person. And on the show, you'll see me in the next batch. I get really emotional. I go through something really big. In the house. And it was a lot. I had to process. It was like really weird for me. Yeah, no, I did.
Carly, since appearing on Too Hot to Handle season 2, which by the way, the first 4 episodes are on Netflix right now. After you wrapped up recording up until now that the episodes are out, did you date anyone? Were you with anyone? If so, did you have to tell them, or did you let them know just because you wanted to that you were going to be on this season of Too Hot to Handle?
So I actually might have met someone on the show that I ended up dating a little bit afterwards.
Oh,
yeah.
But are you still with that person, or are you not with that person?
I would say it's complicated.
Yeah. Are you currently are you seeing anybody else right now?
No, right now I'm just open. I'm like so freaking busy with everything and my work and my management and stuff, so I don't really have time for boys. But yeah, I do have.
But you
my
have
eyes
time for
on
one though.
person. I've got time for one. Yeah, I'm not dating anyone.
Is there anybody in your life that you had to prep them before Too Hot to Handle dropped on Netflix of what they were going to see?
My dad.
Yeah. What did you say to him? How did you explain it? How did you explain it to your dad?
I told him not to watch it. I didn't even really explain it. I kind of just said, don't watch it. But my parents are actually having a huge viewing party at my house tonight.
No!
With all my family. Like my uncles, my cousins are going to be there.
Oh, no, Carly!
It's, my brother, I don't think my brother's going to watch it. His girlfriend is crazy about reality TV. Like she's freaking pumped. Like she's so excited. My brother's like, no, I'm not going to watch it. And I'm like,
Carly,
yeah, probably
no. Roz and I, you were there. Roz and I, we watched these episodes already.
Yeah.
They
Did
cannot
you watch
have
them
this
all?
party.
Did you watch them all?
They cannot have this party, Carly.
Carly, just so you know, we all know. Oh, maybe you don't. Did you watch the whole season yet, Mocha?
I'm halfway through.
I know how it ends.
You do?
I do. Don't even worry about
You
it.
didn't even see it yet?
No.
Oh,
They don't
yeah.
give it to us. I just watched it this morning.
And what do you think? Based on what went down like in real time versus how they edited the show, how close to, I guess, reality is it?
Pretty close. Honestly, yeah,
Okay.
pretty close.
We know from shows like Bachelor and stuff that the sort of production manipulation behind the scenes of where they steer the ship and the stories of how they, withhold food and they don't let people sleep and all these sort of tricks that they use on reality shows to get people to sort of do what they want them to do. Did you guys have any of that there?
Honestly, no. I would say, and I told all my friends this since the show, I felt my best on the show. I was drinking so much water. I was getting a good night's sleep. I wasn't drinking. I came out of it and I was like, oh my God, I need a life coach. Like after that, I'm like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Carly, it was such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for making time for us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
you.
I know
This
the
was so
first
much fun.
4 episodes of Too Hot to Handle season 2 are out now. So congratulations. And anytime you want to join us on the Roz and Mocha Show, you feel free to give us a call.
I love it. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best.
Carly, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
No, I'm not thinking you both are. No.
Carly, come on. You know this show. We ask everybody.
No.
What if I told you Lana has been here the whole time listening and taking notes?
Lana's not there.
No,
Okay, Roz.
I will take that win. This is a great win. This is a Too Hot to Handle win. This is a Too Hot to Handle win. Carly, thank you very much. I will take that win.
Thank you.
You are a star on this show.
Absolutely.
You are so fantastic.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you too. Have a good day.
Bye.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Britney had her day in court yesterday for her conservatorship.
Mhm.
And
It's a big deal too.
yeah. the Free Britney movement, at the very beginning of it, was thought to just be Britney stans taking a joke too far or looking for things that weren't really there, and conspiracy theorists and all of this stuff. And then the documentary came out, Framing Britney Spears, and it sort of validated a lot of the stuff that the Free Britney movement had. And the question always was, if Britney was really this unhappy with her life and the conservatorship and the control that a lot of these people allege that her dad had over her, why not just go on social media?
Yeah.
Because she posts all the time. Then the story came, well, maybe it's not her posting. Maybe she doesn't actually have control over what she's allowed to say and what she's allowed to do on social media.
Which fuels the Free Britney movement even more.
And when you look at the power that people have now that are in Britney's position, whether it be Taylor Swift or any of the other big stars, and the audience they have immediate access to hundreds of millions of people through things like Instagram and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you had something to say, or if you wanted to end something, or if you needed help, you have instant access. But what Britney does is she answers fan questions, she does dance videos, she does workout videos, and then every now and then posts something sort of cryptic about how she's doing. And what we learned,
she never answers directly.
No. And what we learned yesterday is that's all a lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a complete lie. What she said in court yesterday isn't even a version of the person that she pretends to be on social media. And so let me just read you some of the stuff that she said. She was on the phone yesterday. And she goes, I've been in shock. I'm traumatized. I just want my life back. The people who did this to me should not be able to walk away easily. My therapist sat me down, she's talking about years ago, to accuse her of not taking her medication. All of that was false. He immediately, the next day, put me on lithium out of nowhere. The control he had over someone as powerful as me, talking about her dad, as he loved the control to hurt his own daughter, 100,000%, he loved it. I work 7 days a week, no days off, which in California, the only similar thing to this is called sex trafficking, making anyone work against their will, taking all their possessions away, credit card, cash, phone, passport, and placing them in a home where they work with people who live with them. I'm telling you guys this again 2 years later, after I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay, I'm happy. It's a lie. I thought it was just maybe I said that enough. Because I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. Fake it till you make it. But now I'm telling you the truth, okay? I'm not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry. It's insane. I'm depressed. I cry every day. I'm not lying. I want to feel heard. So maybe you can understand the depth and the degree and the damage that they did to me. She goes on to say, I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me. I've been so angry, I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you, the judge, to approve me to do an interview where I can be heard to what they did to me. So Britney was put in a $60,000 a month treatment facility 3 years ago, which she paid for. Her father made her pay for that. She says, when I went there, they took everything away from me. They watched me changed naked every day. I sat in a chair for 10 hours a day, 7 days a week.
What?
She says, I'm talking to you today because I feel, again, yes, even acting conservator. Remember, the story was Jody Montgomery is this other woman in her life who a lot of the Free Britney people thought should take over as the conservator because she had a lot of Britney's best interest in mind. So what Britney said was, I'm talking to you today because I feel, again, yes, even Jody Montgomery is starting to kind of take it too far with me. So Britney's asking to be out of the
conservatorship. Spilling on spilling the beans on everybody.
Yeah, she says, I'm not able to get married or have a baby. I have an IUD inside me right now, and so I don't get pregnant. I wanted to take the IUD out so I could start trying to have another baby, but this so-called team won't let the doctor go in and take it out because they don't want me to have children or any more children.
When she says team, does she mean like the Jody Montgomery team that's surrounding her right now,
everybody,
or
everybody,
her dad?
Everybody,
Oh,
but specifically her dad.
My God.
Her dad released a statement saying that he's very sorry to see his daughter suffering and in so much pain. Mr. Spears loves his daughter very much, and Justin Timberlake weighed in on this, saying that he's giving his absolute support to Britney, and then everybody went in on Justin Timberlake. But it's crazy to see that that she, with the access that she has, and I don't think Britney knew that she would be heard. I don't think Britney knew what her voice was until that documentary.
Yeah.
Until she was able to see.
My heart breaks for this
Until
girl,
she was
man.
able to see the reaction and the amount of people that understood what she was going through.
So what happens next?
Don't know.
Did she
you
get
wait,
another?
You wait for the
Like, is this
judge to
it
make
now?
a decision.
Like she made her statement yesterday.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's it, but where the problem,
Like she's not. Does she have to give another statement? Is what I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't know
wonder if she'll have to appear again.
where the big problem is that she wants to be released from her conservatorship without analysis. She doesn't want to sit in front of another doctor to prove that she's competent. So that's what she's asking for. She wants no more doctors, no more treatments, no more analyzing of whether she's competent or not to be able to live a life. Like, I don't even think her boyfriend's allowed to drive her around in his car.
And what happens now that she said what she said about her own social media?
Yeah.
What happens moving forward?
No, I you can assume now anything you see on Britney's social is a lie.
Is a lie.
You
yeah.
can assume
It's gonna be fake.
anything you see Britney say or do is
She doesn't co-sign at all.
Is not
Oh,
accurate in any way. And it was interesting because her dad said that even after the millions that he was in charge of, Britney was said to have like a $60 million fortune or something like that. Her dad says that he's had to sell his house and is now living in an RV just outside of Kentwood. And during all this, we heard that Britney was only given $2,000 a week to live.
Oh.
So where's the money, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right, attention all coffee drinkers out there, coffee lovers. A team of researchers out in Scotland looked at how late in the day you can drink coffee and not have to worry about the caffeine keeping you up at night.
But isn't that just also how used to drinking coffee you are?
Maybe. I know, like, back in the day, I was heavy into coffee, like, way late in the night.
Yeah.
And then...
I was sleeping no problem.
No. For me...
Oh.
Even as much as coffee I would drink during the day, if I had it, like, in the evening, I'd be tossing and turning all night.
Oh, you would, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
But it's weird. Like, during the day, I could have a cup of coffee and then immediately go and fall asleep for, like, an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
No, and it wouldn't affect me at all. But once I have coffee in the evening, and maybe it's just a mental thing, because I knew I had the coffee, that it just keeps me awake.
Buzzing.
So the answer, according to this research, is to stop drinking anything with caffeine 6 hours before bed. Anything after that is going to mess with you. So 6 hours before bed, which I think is reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy for me. I see my thing with coffee is, and maybe I'm alone in this, I don't know, but I don't like coffee with food. I don't like coffee right after food. I don't like coffee in a donut. I don't like coffee in a breakfast sandwich. I don't like food to me does not go with coffee. I've never enjoyed coffee and a thing. Like never, coffee to me is something I have far in between meals.
I like coffee only with breakfast items. Right?
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Can't
or
do it.
like you said, like with the donut. Like I won't have steak salad for dinner and then with a cup of coffee on the side. Like that I can't do at all.
I absolutely love having coffee only because it makes me feel like an adult.
Okay, but what do you have coffee with though?
Everything.
But you eat food with coffee?
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, I've always wanted to, if I ever had the opportunity of opening a coffee shop, I thought of the perfect name.
Which is?
Because I'm Jewish, right?
Yes. No.
Hebrew. Come on, man. That's pretty good.
But like if I go for breakfast and they bring me like bacon and eggs, I'll have a coffee right before it arrives. As soon as my food arrives, I hand them my coffee cup back, even if it's not empty.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm done with coffee.
Do you like
even after
especially after I eat.
After you eat, you won't?
Especially after I eat.
Like a basic
grosses me
coffee
out.
or I love a French press.
Any coffee doesn't go with food with me.
Again, a team of researchers looked into how late in the day you can have coffee without having the caffeine mess with you.
What about ribs? Did they do how late in the day you can have ribs and still have a good night's sleep, or are they just waiting on the results from that test?
So the answer for the coffee is at least 6 hours before bed. That won't mess you up.
Okay.
Still waiting on the results.
Ribs would make you sleep better.
I think so.
of your timing of going to sleep before and then having ribs before that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
How was your Father's Day?
It was fantastic. My God.
Not as good as Nick Cannon's, though.
No, bro, what is even going on with that? I saw that post. And so, I guess it was last week, it was announced that Nick Cannon had twins and released the names and everything else. And then
Zion and Zillion.
Yeah. And then it was also noted that back in December, he had a baby with another woman.
Correct.
That was, I guess, at some point with him. Maybe not. I don't know. And then I saw the post, and I just read the headline where it was like Nick Cannon's baby mom or whatever posts a picture for Father's Day. And I thought this was the twins.
No, sir.
But it's not. This is another lady.
Correct.
Who hasn't yet had the baby.
Correct. And her belly, when you see the picture,
she's about to pop.
Her belly is huge.
Yeah.
So this is child number 7.
Yeah, but this is 4 and 7 months.
Correct.
Twins. I mean, we get it.
Even
but this is
still.
this is 4 and 7 months.
So I want to know, are these like...
Now, is she expecting twins too, this new one?
No. As far as we know, it's just one. So are these women that he's with, right? Is this like a quick, like a one night?
Who knows? But I think he's with... Is he not with the new one? I think that's his girlfriend.
Yes, it's his girlfriend. This one here, this new one.
Not the one. I thought he was with the one that had the twins.
Oh, they broke up long ago.
But I didn't know. Right? I tell you, it's not. What gives me so much anxiety over all of this with how many kids in total now? 7?
7. Because the one in
4
December.
different women.
The one in December.
Yeah.
Right. He's got two kids with her.
Yes.
So 2 with Mariah,
that was the second.
2 with December.
Yes.
And then twins with last week.
Yes.
And then one on the way with yesterday.
What gives me anxiety over all of that? It's not the finance. She's fine. It's not it's the time management.
I know. Absolutely.
Okay.
What do you do?
How do you have that kind of time management, especially in the early stages? Like, I'm not saying it's going to get easier once they're whatever.
No, but still.
But when you have 4 kids that are newborn, with 3 different women in 7 months, that is like a level of time management that I don't know if anybody's ever had to juggle.
Yeah. Them babies need that daddy.
Right? That's just next level. Do you think he just doesn't care? Or do you think he falls in love super easy and is like, oh my God, this is like it right now? But I guess that would have had to have happened with multiple women simultaneously, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think these are just like...
You think?
Nights happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's it.
But was he girlfriends with any of them? Not that matters, but was he
boyfriends? Were they any of
I
his
don't know.
I think December girl.
Yeah.
Right? Because they got 2 kids together.
Yeah, that's right. But that doesn't mean anything.
But that doesn't
really,
mean
though.
anything, yeah.
Yeah. But that is just that is
Cannon.
like
Message for Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Have you heard of condoms?
Yeah.
I know they're not 100%, right?
Yeah.
But Nick.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. Also, how do you have that many twins? Like the rarity of twins, and the way I understand twins is twins doesn't come from the dude. It's not like Nick Cannon's dropping twins all over the place.
No.
Right? But that is a level of time management. Like, I would be just like every single day of my life would just be so filled with anxiety.
Yeah.
Over
which address am I going to today?
Every single minute. But I love that he also does like the pictures with all of them, right? He's
the announcement pictures?
Yeah.
Or the pregnancy
photo
shoot?
Yeah. God.
Like, if you're in it, you're in it.
God, could you? And I know that they didn't do it because they're stupid, but Could you imagine having done 4 gender reveal parties within the span of a year?
Again, time management. Because that's the next thing you got to plan,
I
right?
would just bring them all together in the same field.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have 4 rockets. All right? You hit your button.
Yeah, on the count of 3.
Yeah. All of you go.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It wasn't that long ago that somebody pointed out that when you listen to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast at half speed, we sound drunk.
Yes, we do.
And this person discovered it by accident. Finger hit the button. We were at half speed on the podcast, and we sound wasted.
And now that's all anybody does with the podcast.
People will find moments in our podcast to listen to at half speed, record, send it to us. And then we do this. We play it on the radio. So here from the Real Pleo.
The Real Pleo?
Yeah, Real Pleo. Sent us a slowed down version of us on the podcast.
Yeah.
Talking about how we sound drunk.
This is way too meta for me, man.
On the podcast at half speed. Listen to this. It sounds like the conversations are taking place between 2 drunk people. Sometimes 3 of us or 4 of us.
I sound hammered. Don't slow down the parts when we're talking about slowing down the parts, man.
And then we got another one from our guy, D. Enzel. Hey, Mocha, I was listening to an old podcast at half speed, and you got to play this clip. It's when Dammit Maury and his husband, Dammit Matthew, dressed as the 2 girls from The Shining for Halloween a couple of years back. It's 10 times more hilarious at half speed. They sound drunk, and then you and I, Roz, sound drunk listening while reacting
to 2 drunk people?
To the audio. Listen to this.
Put this in the back so you can see the length. You look like Mariah Carey. I was gonna say. You look like a 40-year-old Jewish mom. How come yours has more curls than me? I don't know, but I love it. I'm an ugly woman. Oh my god, I know what it is. I didn't shave. No, but that's almost funnier. It's just, who cares? It's fine. We're not drag queens, we're little girls.
Okay.
So, if you find a moment on the Roz and Mocha Show podcast that would be hilarious at half speed, feel free to record and send them to us. Thank you to @TheRealPleo and D. Enzel for this week's submissions.
Maury's about to drop that remix. We're not drag queens, we're little girls.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, did you see this Jerry Seinfeld story?
No.
So, from his stand-up special that he did called 23 Hours to Kill.
Okay.
He did a bit about when he was a kid and Pop-Tarts were invented.
Oh, okay.
Goes like this.
But when I was a kid, the biggest food thing that happened to me, when they invented the Pop-Tart, the back of my head blew right off. You got to think back to when the Pop-Tart came out. It was the 60s. We had toast. We had shredded wheat. It was like wrapping your lips around a wood chipper. And in the midst of that dark and hopeless moment, the Kellogg's Pop-Tart suddenly appeared out of Battle Creek, Michigan, which, as you cereal fans know, is the corporate headquarters of Kellogg's, because it seems like a cereal Silicon Valley of breakfast super scientists conceiving of a frosted, fruit-filled, heatable rectangles in the same shape as the box it comes in. And with the same nutrition as the box it comes in, too. I don't know how long it took them to invent the Pop-Tart, but they must have come out of that lab like Moses with the 2 tablets of the 10 Commandments. The Pop-Tart is here! 2 in the packet! 2 slots in a toaster! Let's see you screw this up. Why 2? 1's not enough. 3's too many. And they can't go stale because they were never fresh.
Okay, so here's the monumental news. And maybe I'm just taking it as bigger news than this actually is. So he's turning this into a movie. He's turning that bit into a movie about the creation of Pop-Tarts.
No.
Yeah. And so Jerry Seinfeld is writing, directing, and starring in a new Netflix movie about the origins of the Pop-Tarts. So they took that bit and they wrote an entire movie around it. And he said, we took my Pop-Tart stand-up bit from my last Netflix special and exploded it into a giant, crazy comedy movie. Now,
Oh, so not a documentary.
no, a movie.
Like a movie.
A movie.
Okay, weird.
So this is the crazy part. Jerry Seinfeld doesn't do movies.
Oh, yeah. This is Jerry Seinfeld's first movie?
He did the voice in B Movie.
Yeah.
What other movie has Seinfeld done? That's it.
Yeah,
He
you're right.
He did Seinfeld.
B movie, by the way, big in our house right now.
B Movie, by the way, bombed.
Did it really?
Yeah.
My son loves B movie so much.
Yeah, B Movie was not one of the big hits. I love B Movie.
Yeah.
But still in B Movie, like Jerry Seinfeld has
It was just his voice, yeah.
He has only ever played Jerry Seinfeld. Even in B Movie, he's still Jerry
he's still
Seinfeld.
Completely, yeah.
Right? But the idea, this is, and I think that the headlines that Seinfeld is making a movie about Pop-Tarts, that's what everybody's gravitating towards. But the headline should be Jerry Seinfeld's doing a movie.
Which he's never done before.
Right. I mean, he's said in interviews in the past that one of the reasons he doesn't do movies is, one, he's a stand-up, not an actor. The next reason he doesn't do movies is because he's not a very good actor.
Right, yeah.
And the third one is that movies don't lend themselves to the type of comedy that he enjoys.
But he's got that big deal with Netflix, so they're probably
but he does coffee. He does comedians in cars.
Yes.
He'll do a stand-up special.
So I wonder if this is going to be like another version of him. Or is he playing
I don't know,
character?
man.
Because we only know Jerry Seinfeld as Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So it would be hard to remove the whoever the character is from the real person. Like you're going to watch this movie and you're not going to see whatever his name ends up being in the movie. You're just going to see Jerry Seinfeld.
It's wild. Am I right? He hasn't done a movie. Am I? Nothing. No.
When
B
you
movie.
said,
That's it.
like legit, because I didn't know about this. When you said, here's a shocking thing, I thought you were going to say like Jerry Seinfeld like bought Kellogg or something like that.
Please. I don't even think Seinfeld has Kellogg's money.
Right? I honestly thought that's what you were going to say.
No, but he's doing a movie about Pop-Tarts. That's what Jerry Seinfeld decided his first on-screen sort of movie was going to be.
Wow, dreams, huh?
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hey, Talisa, it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. What's on your mind today?
So I've been having such a hard time during online school. I'm just staying focused.
Yeah, you were to say, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. I really don't like online learning. I'm in university, and I normally study in the library or the coffee shop, but we know that's not possible now. Do you guys have any tips on how to stop me from procrastinating so much? I'm starting to see my dreams slip away. How much time in school do you have left?
So I'm on summer right now, but I just wanted some tips for my last year.
Going into your last year.
But are you going to be are you doing virtual school for your last year?
So they haven't said anything yet. They're supposed to come out with something at the end of the month.
Gotcha.
But you just need coffee shops and libraries to be open.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
You just need a place to go. But let's just say, I don't know, in the extreme where you can't, right? Let's say coffee shops and libraries aren't an option. Where have you been doing your online learning?
Yeah, at home.
So if you do the majority of your work and you can work independently, like it's not like you need to sit there in a class and have a teacher stare at you, right? You don't need to, it's not about accountability. You say that you can work fine in a library or in a coffee shop. So what is it about, what is so distracting at home that takes away that ability for you?
So I think it's like a mix of not having structure, so not having lectures at a certain time of day, so you have to be accountable for it yourself. But then it's also the distractions at home. So I have 2 dogs. I just got a puppy. She was a foster fail, so we weren't supposed to have her for long. But they've just been super distracting at home, and then I still live at home with my parents, so I try to like just lock myself away in my room. But most of the time I just end up working like overnight when people are sleeping because it's just that's when it's not distracting.
Do you have is there another place in your home that you could use as a dedicated spot where that's where you're going to go to do school stuff, and you're only going to do school stuff in that room?
So at the beginning of the pandemic, I did because we had an extra bedroom, but then my aunt moved back in.
Oh, okay.
So I had to give her that room.
Yeah, this isn't anybody else's problem other than yours. Like it's a discipline problem. You can obviously work on your own. You can go to the library, you can go to the coffee shop, and you don't suffer, and you can hunker down and get it done. You just can't get it done at home. Because you allow all these things to distract you. You're like, oh my God, there's a new puppy. And then you start negotiating with yourself. Okay, I'm going to have a normal day right now. It's sunny outside, family's around. I'm going to sit and watch Netflix from like noon until 4 and feel like I am the freest woman in the world. Then I'm going to stay up all night when everybody's asleep, and I'm going to just get it all done. Like you're negotiating with yourself.
So what happens when you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to do my work now, and then an hour goes by and you still didn't start doing any work? What were you doing within that time?
So sometimes I'll be prepping to do my work.
Uh-huh.
So get a snack, make a latte, make sure the dogs are good.
Get it all taken care of. Set it all up. Build the perfect environment.
So good. So you got your latte, the dogs are set, you got your snacks, you're ready to go. You sit down in front of your laptop, and another hour goes by without you doing any work. What happened within that hour?
Sometimes I'll be organizing what I need to do.
Oh, God. Okay, so you're one of those. You're just procrastinating.
You need to, I don't even know what the word is, reintroduce yourself to self-discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have it in you. You know you can do it. It's just not doing it is so easy. And none of this is really supposed to be easy. Nobody's having an easy time doing all this stuff from home. It's incredibly difficult. When's the last time you set a deadline for yourself and followed through?
So that I don't normally do. I normally just go with the deadlines from school.
But why not set deadlines for yourself then?
It doesn't work. I don't know why.
Because you're lazy.
Because you got discipline problems. This is only a problem that you can fix.
So Lisa, here's what I want you to do today, okay?
Okay.
You're going to create a schedule for yourself, and you are going to dedicate a certain amount of time to doing your schoolwork. You're also going to download, and there are a ton. I can't give you one specifically. You can go look for them. There's a ton in the App Store, but you're going to download an app to your phone. You will set the times, and you will set the parameters within these apps that will lock your phone. You can still use your phone if you need to for emergency purposes, but you're going to get no notifications. You're not going to be able to check Instagram, TikTok, none of that. And you're going to set it up in a way where your phone will not be a distraction. And then on your laptop, you're also within that schedule that you're going to make, that you're going to dedicate to your schoolwork. On your laptop, you're going to set timers for each of those things. Like, I'm going to do 1 hour of this, and then I'm going to take a break for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to work for another hour on this paper, and then I'm going to set like a 30-minute break or whatever. And you're going to set timers, but you need to create a schedule for yourself with zero distractions whatsoever.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I like that idea.
Here, I love you, Mocha?
Yeah.
Worst advice ever.
Why?
Because you just gave this girl 5 days of busy work. And you gave her 9 different things that are now going to be the excuse. The timer didn't work. The schedule didn't load. All of this stuff. She was loving everything you were just saying because she's like, this is literally days of project where I don't actually have to do any work.
No, this will take you like 30 minutes.
You think this is going to take her 30 minutes? How long in your head when Mocha was going through all that stuff did you think it was going to take you to get everything put together?
I was like, this is a lot of planning. I like this.
Days.
Oh, my God. Girl,
days.
You got problems.
Problems.
Yeah, you got problems that we can't fix. Only you can fix this. Damn, girl.
Yes.
You need some discipline.
Yes. Discipline.
Okay, I will discipline myself. And I will call you guys back. And I will let you know how good I'm doing. Don't do that.
Yeah, okay.
I will let you guys know how good I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right, Delisa.
Okay.
All the best. Good luck. Stay focused.
Thank you. Are you going to ask me the question?
Is it going to take you 3 days to answer?
No.
Okay.
Between
This is
Roz and Mocha.
she's thought about it so much. She said so much time. This is all you've done instead of doing your homework.
Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
So it's Mocha.
Troll. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Troll.
guys, thanks for taking my call.
Later, girl.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
One of these stories where somebody goes to their bank machine, they throw their card in, they withdraw $20, and then you get your balance, and the balance now reads $999,985,855.94.
What?
So somehow this woman got $1 billion put into her bank account.
And
now she's having a hard time getting a hold of somebody at the bank to be able to sort it out and give it back. Listen to her tell the story first, and then I want to get your thoughts on this.
Gosh, I was horrified. I know most people would think they won the lottery, but I was horrified. Oh my gosh, who would put $1 billion in my account? Nobody. And when I put in for the $20, the machine came back and said, well, we can give you the $20, but that'll cause an overdraft.
Oh my God.
And you will be charged. And I said, oh, just forget it. I know I've read stories about people that took the money or took out money and then they had to repay it. And I wouldn't do that anyway because it's not my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl.
So nobody sees $1 billion and thinks, well, maybe I won the lottery, right?
Yeah.
Like, I understand maybe you get like $1 million where you're like, hey, nobody's going to miss $1 million.
You see that money and you're like, guaranteed nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody knows that they
How
made
long
that
do you
mistake.
let that go, though? Like, how long do you let that go before you make that phone call? Because you have to, I understand, even it's not your money, right? You understand that, and you're a good person and all of those things.
Immediately.
But how long do you let that go in your account before you go? Maury says long time.
Long time. So I pull up to the machine.
Yeah.
I withdraw money. I look at the receipt. I see that there's been $1 billion put into my account.
Yes.
I immediately go and park.
Yeah.
And I'm on the phone with the bank. Unless it's during the day.
Really?
Yeah. Or if it's during the day, and I would find the nearest. Let's say you go to a drive-through where it's attached to the bank.
Yeah.
I'm walking into that bank at that moment saying, here's my receipt. I literally just took this money out. Here's what it shows.
Yeah.
We need to figure this out, and I'm not leaving until somebody fixes
You'd
this.
be
right now.
angry about it.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Because I don't want to be accused of any type of fraud
That's
whatsoever.
the problem,
They
right?
won't give you a reward for that.
I don't care.
No, because
it's not my money.
It's not even money at that point. It's just numbers, right?
Exactly,
Like,
which
it's
is why I
not-
would spend little bits to see if they'll notice. I'll buy like an Uber Eats delivery or something, like a nice fancy dinner. Did they notice? Because I can afford to pay that back if there's a problem.
But then you're going to get into that world of like IOUs, right?
big
like,
time.
Unless they never notice because somebody just typed it wrong.
Okay, so this is my question, right? So this is
Like,
my
what are you doing? You didn't
this
answer.
is my
What are you
this is my
doing?
question. I don't ever want to be I don't ever want to be accused of anything, right? Like
Yeah.
I just don't. But my problem is that where I would wind up being accused of something is I never look at account balance.
You don't?
No.
At all?
Never.
Really?
Rarely.
Don't you want to see to make sure that like nothing fishy's going on
No.
with your account?
No. Like I'll do that at home every now and then on a computer. But like
Yeah.
if I go to an ATM, I never get a receipt or look at account balance.
Oh my God.
I do
always
just to make sure I'm okay and I'm not going to get embarrassed at the store.
Right.
Different reasons.
Yeah. So
No
I would
way, man.
I would probably be in it because I would have let it go so long. Like
For
I
like
don't
a month or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. And I would have just kept pulling money out of it.
Or if somebody like after a week calls you and says, "Sir,
Yeah.
have you noticed like anything with your?"
Nope.
I would say no.
Yeah, but then at that point they'll be like,
Exactly.
No,
I would never spend tons at one time to look like, well, what's going on? Something's fishy here.
Right.
You little bits, and just sort of let it sit for a while.
So you would make it seem like you thought in your heart you were spending what was your money.
Yeah.
Like, why
And
would I
not
not
touching
have?
that.
Why
Yeah.
would I not have this in
$1
there?
billion?
Of course I would.
No, I wouldn't spend. I would spend maybe 1,000 at a time.
When have you ever spent 1,000 at a time?
Never.
Okay.
When have you ever seen 1,000 at a time?
Never.
Come on, bro.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to a new poll on relationship milestones, when you think what is the ideal timeline for those sort of big relationship milestones, when it comes to the first time you guys should get busy, when you should go on your first vacation together, when you should meet each other's families. So let me get your opinion on a couple of these.
Okay.
How long, what is the ideal time to move in together? What do you think the top answers were?
Like after a year?
Okay, Maury?
I was going to say 1 year.
Yeah, after the 1 year mark.
Yeah.
Your first vacation together.
Oh, vacation? Like 2 months.
Maury?
Oh, 6 months.
6 months is the number one answer.
See, I'm the relationship expert.
Meeting each other's family.
Oh.
How long into a new relationship before you meet each other's family?
4 months?
Maury.
6 months.
3 months. Maury. 2 years.
Never.
Never. Saying I love you.
Oh, okay. See, I told Jenna that I love her like a couple of weeks after we started dating.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the top answer is, I'm going to say a month.
Okay, Maury?
Yeah, I'm gonna
1
say a
year.
A year, a full year?
23% of people said 1 month. 4% of people, Mocha, said within the first week or two. 60% was the number one answer, which was 6 months or less. And then when it comes to the milestone of getting busy, what was the most popular answer? Within the
3
first...
weeks. 3 weeks?
Mocha says within the first 3 weeks.
Within
Maury
the
says...
first 4 hours.
Maury says within the first 4
Yeah, okay,
hours.
stud. Such a liar.
Leave the money on the night table, folks.
What's the answer?
It is 1 week or less.
See?
17%
Oh, yeah.
said 1 week or less.
Boom, chicka, boom.
There you go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Reading this story about this guy in Florida. Yo, Florida's wild, man. Who pulled up to a Starbucks drive-thru, ordered a bagel with cream cheese. They forgot the cream cheese, and he pulled out a gun on the person working the drive-thru. The person working the drive-thru, the 23-year-old young woman, just so happened to be the daughter of the police chief.
That shouldn't be the only reason why this went bad.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? There should be other lessons learned.
I don't know why this guy was so angry. According to him, they messed up his order earlier in the week as well, which got him even more agitated.
Yeah.
And when police interviewed him, he said, well, I didn't pull the gun out.
I just showed it.
No, it slipped out of my pocket, and I was picking it up.
That's responsible.
To put it back in my jacket.
Yes. Yeah, that happens a lot, apparently.
But he became irate because they didn't give him his cream cheese. And then the young lady gave him his cream cheese. And then he yelled some profanity, and took off.
Did they just give it to him in a cup? Or did they give him a whole new bagel? Maybe those details aren't important in this story.
Good question.
Yeah.
I'm going to say because of in the moment, things are happening so quickly.
Yeah.
You maybe just want to give him cream cheese and you be on your way, sir.
I would have put it on a spoon and flicked it at his window. You know what I mean? That move when you do this.
Seeing that
flick. Yeah, no.
You got to be next level angry. I've had, orders messed up at drive-thrus in the past.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd be that agitated, that angry to go back and act in a violent way.
Right. I've had to get I got really specific quite frequently on Uber Eats when it comes to orders.
Yeah.
Of things that just can't be screwed up. Like the notes, when you can write notes on Uber, the notes that I write sometimes it's like I'm praying to God, right? Like
wow.
when you just ask for things and you're like, "Oh, please, please, please answer my prayers."
Yeah.
That's what my note section on Uber Eats looks like.
I wouldn't be mad if you added extra onion rings?
No, please don't. It's always a please don't.
Please
don't.
Now, do you write don't in all caps? Or do you write please
in all caps and thank you in all caps?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Don't.
Yeah. Or depending on what it is.
you.
No, depending on what it is. Oftentimes, if I'm ordering, I will put the thing I don't want in all caps. Right?
Oh, okay. Please, all caps?
No.
Okay,
no.
so please?
No, because I never start with please. Never. Because if they only see the first two words, I need those first two words to be no pickles.
In all caps.
In all caps.
No pick, and then all caps, thank you, or
and then,
no?
And then
or just regular?
Yeah, and then I'll always use rocks as an excuse, right? I'm like, this is for a kid. She'll never forgive me. We're already on bad terms.
Oh my God.
This is like a makeup burger.
Bro, they don't need a story.
But listen, I never get pickles on my burger.
Last week we got into this thing.
And when's the last time I came in here complaining somebody screwed up my order? Right? All these people just trying to help out a single dad.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hate to tell you guys, but everybody in this room is a friggin' loser.
Oh, no.
You're all losers.
Why? What happened?
I'm a loser.
What happened?
We're just a crew of losers
What
in
the
here
hell
today.
happened? What is the matter with you?
None of us have the winning ticket for Lotto Max.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not a loser because I didn't buy a ticket.
Oh.
Also, you don't know that.
Did you check your ticket?
Yeah.
And?
I didn't win.
Loser.
But I have the mindset of a millionaire.
No, you have the tastes of
Careful with your words.
No, say it like it is.
Somebody
Okay, while you
who is given a hefty allowance but is never in charge of their own money and isn't nearly prepared enough for the inevitable worst to come is what your tastes are. So you spend money.
But spending the money as I have will prepare me one day for winning the lottery.
You think?
Well, also,
look, I thought about this last night.
prepare
I
you
sit
for when
like
the
a
government
millionaire.
comes after you for what you owe them.
They haven't yet. I sit like a millionaire.
What do you mean you sit like a millionaire?
I was thinking about this last night. I sit like this, like with my legs crossed. I sit as though I'm presenting myself as a millionaire.
What millionaires sit like that?
What millionaires do you
No.
know?
What millionaires sit like that? You say
All
you
of
sit
them.
like a millionaire.
All of them. They lean to a side and they cross their legs.
I see enough people do that.
No, you know why that
Boring
looks.
ass
You know why
people do
that looks
too.
so weird, Maury? You don't sit like a millionaire. You sit like a tall person. That's why it looks weird on you.
Facts.
Well, I don't know any short millionaires.
That's got to be encouraging.
A loser. So, Lotto Max,
Yeah,
the
that's
Jag, the
crazy,
70 million
man.
has been up for grabs for like 3 weeks now, 4 weeks. And one ticket sold in BC and then one in Ontario will share the grand prize, each taking $35 million.
That's a pisser.
There are also 46 Max Million prize winners.
Oof.
21 winning tickets were sold in Ontario, 11 in BC, 10 in Quebec, and 4 out in the prairies. So the next jackpot for the rest of us losers is on Friday, $50 million.
I would love to contact the winner of this and say, can I at least get my $10 back?
No is the answer to that. They don't know you, nor do they probably like you.
Or care.
Question, Maury, if you won the million, not the 70 million,
Just the basic
but
million.
if you won the million, right? One, would you quit work?
No.
Okay, so what would your plan be for the million? An honest plan
we
be
thought
for the
about,
million?
Matthew and I talk about this all the time.
Okay.
No, we do.
Wait. Do you think, would you tell, damn it, Matthew, that you won the million? Because you keep your finances completely separate. He has no idea what's in your bank account.
Oh, no, I would have to because it goes with our plan. Like we've talked, like he said he would tell me.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you believe him?
No.
Okay. Solid relationship.
Yeah, completely.
Right? It's all built on trust.
Bro, there's so much love and
to
trust.
the end, ride or die. Me and you, baby.
Okay, so
we
you would
pay,
tell him.
No, we would stay in the condo we're in.
Okay.
We would pay off that condo.
Yeah.
Right? So that all we have to do is just pay the maintenance fees and the land tax. You just pay off the condo. And then he would buy the light that he wants over the bed and all the stuff he wants from Restoration Hardware. And then we can get the condo to where we want it to be.
So
Why
wait a
wouldn't
second.
you just sell the condo and then just buy something new?
Because the condos that we want are like 1.2 million. So you're not further ahead. So we'd rather just pay this off. And then we could live a life mortgage
You just said
free.
get the condo to where we want it to be, and the only thing you mentioned was a new lamp. Are you really if you're that close to getting the place where you need to be, and the only difference is a lamp, you don't need to win the lotto for that.
No, the things we need.
Yeah,
We need a lamp.
block.
We need a lamp, a couch, and some wallpaper.
Okay, so that's maybe my God, like $4,000,
Yeah.
right?
If
Maybe.
that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not saying $4,000's not a lot of money, but
of
you don't
course.
need to win $1 million in order to buy wallpaper.
No, but we need to have some sort of left in the account for meals. We should really go back and talk about this some more.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well, here we are, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news!
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
There's so much to discuss all the time with the Kardashians, but the one thing that comes up, I would say, in the recent years more than anything else, aside from Kanye, is Khloe's face and the transformation.
Oh, big time.
This is Khloe addressing that.
Is there something that has been written about you or talked about that you feel like this is something that I always get and it's just not true?
Well, for me, everyone says, oh my gosh, she's had her third face transplant, but I've had one nose job, Dr. Raj Kanodia, and everyone gets so upset, like, why don't I talk about it? No one's ever asked me. You're the first person in an interview that's ever asked me about my nose. I've done, sure, injections, not really Botox. I've responded horribly to Botox.
Can I just tell you, Khloe Kardashian, do you know what would happen to somebody if in an interview with you, they asked you about your nose job? Your people would destroy their lives. That's why you don't get asked about it.
Also, I'm sure her fans have brought it up in the comment section.
Oh,
on
they
IG,
do all the time.
Right?
Yeah.
So why don't you respond to those?
Oh, exactly.
Girl.
People ask you all the time. What about the Kardashian curse? That's something else that came up. The Kardashian curse goes like anybody who hooks up with a Kardashian, their lives are then destroyed,
Yeah.
ruined, never to come back from.
Might as well just die.
Yeah. So here are the ladies talking about the curse.
Queen Freddie B said, who in the family believes in the Kardashian curse? You guys have talked about this. It's that the men have trouble after you.
What I don't like about this narrative, I'm very excited about this question.
Okay, good.
What I don't like about the narrative is that the blame is on us. I think that they need to put the men need to take that responsibility. Do you know what I mean? I think that we're all extremely giving and caring and loving women, and when there is a man in our lives, we give everything to them, and as a family, we all love them so much, and it's almost offensive. I mean, just personally,
Well,
I'm
it's
saying
definitely offensive because they're blaming women for men's problems, but you don't hear a bunch of men on this couch. And if the women weren't doing better, because the men are doing
Let me
just
tell you,
as
Kanye is doing pretty well. So
Is he, though?
I think that
you
Travis
also
is
have
doing
2
great.
NBA championships, a Super Bowl. What else? I mean, all these things that have.
of course, factually,
you can go
it
down the
doesn't actually
factual
add up.
successes of all the men.
Scott, do you feel like you have a Kardashian curse?
No.
Scott.
Don't put me on the spot like that. So is that it now? Are they're not doing another Andy Cohen?
No, that's it.
This is it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Paris Jackson was on a sort of different version of Red Table Talk. Red Table Talk, usually Jada Pinkett Smith, Willow Smith, and Gran, right? What do they call it? Gran on the show? What's her name? I don't want to get that wrong.
I think it's Gran, but I'm not sure.
I don't want to get that wrong, but can you find that out from where? Paris Jackson, but this time it was just Willow and Paris. They're around, I guess, close to the same age, and to just see two young people having this kind of open conversation who have both dealt with, but in completely different ways, what it's like to sort of grow up in the spotlight. Paris Jackson, of course, they had blankets over their heads and wore masks when they were children. So this is Paris talking about the PTSD she suffered.
I'm very paranoid about information.
Right.
Like,
100%.
if I'm telling
everyone
them
that walks into my house signs an NDA.
It's gnarly. It's gnarly. Even being delete that text because I don't want people to
Oh yeah, it does a lot to your nervous system because you're constantly in fight or flight.
Exactly.
Fight, flight, freeze, collapse. You're constantly walking on eggshells, constantly looking over your shoulder. You have to sit up straight and act right because if you don't, it not only reflects on your reputation, your family's reputation.
GAM, that's what they call the grandmother, GAM.
GAM.
And then this is more with Paris and Willow.
I think it was everything, man. I think a lot of it was just not knowing who I was, being a young girl, going through puberty, and probably a lot of just my situation and a lot of pressure. It was really hard, and people would tell me to kill myself every day. And I was depressed.
So sad.
Right? But she does say that music did save her life. Now, whether that is just her sort of losing herself in music or performing music, she says that her dad, Michael, would be proud of her accomplishments as well.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Toronto housing market, we all know, is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
And there's a house selling in the Scarborough area, Victoria Park and Danforth.
Okay, big up Scarborough. I know that area.
11 Lucy Avenue. It's $500,000. So it's $500,000. From the outside, the house is awful.
No offense to the homeowners.
But it's hard to tell because there's no actual pictures of the inside of the house.
What do you mean?
And the realtor, the agent, said, quote, viewing may be difficult due to pungent odor. So the house smells so bad.
What?
That they're not allowing people to go in to see it. They say that the smell of the house is attributed to a cat, and the home is also missing a subfloor in the front bedroom and has been taped off for safety reasons. It is 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom with an unfinished basement. But the agent goes on to say that, yes, the house is best suited as a teardown. The house smells so bad, you can't go see it.
No, thanks.
How bad does a house have to...
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Jonas Brothers just released a brand new song for the Tokyo Olympics called Remember This. It's not very Jonasy Brothers-y to me, though.
Just one more dance, 2 more drinks, it'll go by fast, so don't you blink. Used to pray for a moment just like this, there's a fire in your eyes, I can't resist. Baby, we're gonna wanna remember this, baby, we're gonna wanna remember this. I can taste it forever on your lips, there's a lifetime living inside that kiss. Baby, we're gonna wanna remember this, baby, we're gonna wanna remember this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
it's very
like,
Olympic-y.
Yeah, it's like you would hear that in like a training montage for a movie.
Yes.
Where like it's not even like he's not training to be like it's not karate. It's like he's a rower. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with rowing, but
Sure.
it's not a combat sport training montage anthem.
So this is what I feel like the purpose of this song is for the montages, for the Olympic montages.
Yeah. I don't know about that. It's okay. They have to be so safe with these Olympic anthems, though.
Yeah.
Like, they can't really go all out. You can't shake your hips and stuff like that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mandy Patinkin back at it again. So Mandy,
stop it.
Yeah. Mandy Patinkin's son sits him and his wife down on the couch, and he just quizzes them on pop culture references. Name 5 Batman, who is Bennifer. And Mandy Patinkin, having been in this show business forever, is actually really clueless when it comes to anything. And it's wild. So this is the latest episode in all the things that Mandy Patinkin does not know.
Name 4 X-Men.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, X-Men. From the comic book.
Will Smith.
Who are you talking
Aren't
about?
they X-Men? Men in Black?
He's talking about the
Men in Black
actors that
X-Men?
played the X-Men.
No.
Aren't Men in Black the X-Men?
No.
No, what? No.
Okay. The Avengers. The X-Men are Superman.
No.
Thor. Is he being serious right now? Okay, Mom. Name 4 X-Men.
Well, let's see her do.
Oh, I can
Name 1 X-Men.
Name one.
The guy, Hugh Jackman, that turned into the werewolf.
What's his name? You can't name 1 X-Men? Dad, you can name 1 X-Men.
It's so sad.
Okay. Hugh Jackman.
No.
Wrong? What's the guy? The blonde guy.
Who's Hugh Jackman's character's name?
Fingernail. Manicure.
Werewolf. Wolf guy.
Wolfman.
No.
Hairy fellow. Yeah.
Wolverine.
Jesus Christ.
That's so good. So good. I love it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Last night on The Bachelorette, during their group date, Katie revealed that she had been sexually assaulted by a man without her consent years ago. This is Katie opening up to some of the guys.
And what I'm going to tell you, a lot of people actually don't know, including my own mom. 10 years ago, it was New Year's Eve, and I had been drinking, and I was involved in a situation where there wasn't consent, and that is not something I wish upon anybody. And I was in denial about what happened, so much so that I tried to form a relationship with him because I didn't want to believe what actually had happened. And when that didn't work out, for years I had a very unhealthy relationship with sex. I didn't want to have sex, which affects a relationship. I didn't like talking about sex. And it's taken me a long time to get to where I am now. And being open and comfortable talking about it and loving myself and accepting things that I can no longer control. And I just want you guys to know that I've come a long way in who I was 10 years ago and how important consent is, how important communication is, and how important it is to not guilt trip somebody for not having enough sex with them, guilt trip them for not having sex with them in general.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't watch the episode last night. There's a lot of spoilers. Like it's I don't know what's going on with this season, but there seems to be like so much information coming out. Is there a favorite already?
Yeah,
Maury?
there are a few. Greg.
Shem made the mistake on week one.
What'd you do? You
Week
read?
one.
You read ahead?
I read one of the final four.
Yeah.
And I hate myself for doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greg is a favorite. Andrew S is a favorite.
Okay.
He's the guy with who faked the accent.
Yeah.
He's definitely a favorite.
Just based on last night's episode alone, the guy, Connor B.
Definitely a favorite.
And the guy that she went on the date with who talked about how his wife passed away.
Yeah, forgetting his name now. But yeah, there are quite a few this season. It's pretty balanced, I would say, this season. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It was a very heavy episode.
That's what I was going to say. It seems like it was very, and not that it shouldn't be. I mean, but this is part of it. But it seems like it's really like they're going for it on digging deep, right?
Oh, definitely.
Well, that was the whole point of the group date last night was to tell me something about yourself that is hard for you to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they brought back Nick Vile. Nick Vale or Vile?
Really?
Yeah.
He's the one that hosted
it. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I thought you meant as like
They had this conversation with Nick in the room?
Nick was the
And
one
he didn't share anything
At all. Not
He
at
didn't
all.
say anything?
He sort of said, "Hi, everybody, welcome. Explain what you're doing," and then he never talked again.
Yeah, that's sort of.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you
Wow.
can't. You don't want Nick in that
And he
conversation.
participated in the group hug. I'm like, you didn't share anything.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Joan Collins was doing an interview. Dame Joan Collins.
Mm-hmm.
This is for your mom, Mocha. All the moms. Get a Joan Collins story in here. She was
She's
sitting-
from what?
She's a writer, right?
Joan Collins.
Wasn't she? What else is Joan
No,
Collins?
she
in?
wasn't. Isn't she an actress?
Yeah.
Is she like All My Children or something?
Yeah, hold on here.
Or-
Joan.
From where?
What is she? What? Dynasty, right?
Dynasty.
Yes. Because back in the day, there were two shows. There were two mom shows, okay? And
Yeah.
moms were split. It was Dallas and Dynasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom was both though.
Was she really?
Yeah.
See, my mom was Dynasty all day.
Really?
Like Joan
That
Collins
was it?
all day. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Where some moms were Dallas. But so she's sitting down with Pierce Morgan talking about her 70 years in show business. And Joan Collins was good friends with Princess Diana. And so the subject of these new royal feuds came up. And listen to the way Joan handles this.
What do you make of what's going on with the British royal family now, with Meghan, Harry, the feud with William, Charles?
My lips are sealed on that subject. Just don't want to go on national TV and say what I think about Meghan and Harry, because look what happened to you.
Oh.
Well, exactly.
Clapback season in effect.
Yeah.
Good one.
Throw shade without throwing shade is what that was. Do you think she has anything good to say about Meghan and Harry?
Bro, she got everything to say.
Hell no.
Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
So he was on Good Morning Britain.
Yeah.
Then he got fired.
Yes. Well,
Or he
no.
left. Sorry,
Yes.
he left. He
Yeah.
left. And is he back? Where is he now? I don't even know.
This is like he does like a special. He does specials. It's his
Oh.
big interview show that
Gotcha.
airs in the evening. I think it's like once a month.
not like he
or
started up his own
something like
YouTube
that.
channel.
No, this is
What's up, guys? It's Piers again.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit the
Don't
subscribe.
forget to
Smash that like button.
Yeah. Turn on the notifications to get that little bell that dings every time I drop a new video. Love
And-
you guys. Peace.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
For the first time ever, there is an openly gay active NFL player. Carl Nassib from the Las Vegas Raiders came out yesterday. This is what he had to say.
What's up, people? I'm Carl Nassib. Just want to take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I finally feel comfortable enough to get it off my chest. I really have the best life. I got the best family, friends, and job a guy could ask for. I'm a pretty private person, so I hope you guys know that I'm really not doing this for attention. I just think that representation and visibility are so important. I actually hope that like one day videos like this and the whole coming out process are just not necessary. But until then, I'm going to do my best and do my part to cultivate a culture that's accepting, that's compassionate. And I'm going to start by donating $100,000 to the Trevor Project.
There you go. Right? Big news to have an active, like an actual active player in the NFL.
Because he's been in the league
who
for
has come
like
out
6 or 7 years now, or something
I think
like
so.
that.
Yeah. But there you go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Billie Eilish has apologized over a video that emerged appearing to show her mouthing a racist slur. She seems to mouth an anti-Asian slur featured in Tyler, the Creator's song Fish. This was from 2011. And then she was filmed speaking in various accents, and some people have listened to it and said that she was clearly making fun of Asian accents. On Instagram, Billie said that she was 13 or 14 at the time, and she says, "I'm appalled and embarrassed and want to barf that I ever mouth along to that word. This song was the only time I ever heard that word, as it was never used around me by anyone in my family, regardless of my ignorance and age at the time. Nothing excuses the fact that it was hurtful, and for that I am sorry." Now, when it comes to the accent, she said that it was not any sort of derogatory take on an Asian accent. She said that it was silly gibberish and a made-up voice. It is absolute gibberish and just me goofing around, she says, and is in no way an imitation of anyone or any language, accent, or culture in the slightest. So that is the apology from Billie Eilish. That Bieber one showed up, too, not that long ago, again, from when Bieber was a little kid.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Saying the N-word over and over and
Yeah,
over
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Like these things. And this video with Billie Eilish, like give it 6 years.
It'll come back
It'll
up.
it'll come back around again.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah.
just always do. Like this is not going to be the first time Billie Eilish is going to have to address this, because a whole new generation of people are going to come up, and then they just go on discovery missions, and that's how this stuff gets bubbled back to the top again.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Hello, Jenny. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good. This is where you get to ask your question. Go ahead.
All right. So my question is, what is something that everyone looks ridiculous doing?
What's your answer?
Okay. So I came up with the question because a few weeks ago I bought my kids some hula hoops. And I was like, I remember doing this when I was a kid. Oh my God, this was so much fun. I was so good at it. And I started trying it. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is not a good look for adults. So I'd say probably trying to hula hoop.
As an adult, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to not. You got to be really good as an adult to not look ridiculous hula hooping.
Yeah.
Like pro
I
level.
remember
like
being
pro
good as
level.
a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hula hooping is not easy. Damn it, Maury.
I was going to say, but this is ridiculous. Like if you took the other person away from two people making out and you looked at somebody making out in thin air.
So yeah, so obviously somebody would look crazy if they were kissing nobody.
Exactly.
No, but like, what is something actual? Like, I've never seen that before in my life.
Like for example, my answer to you, Jenny, to this question, which is great, by the way, is when when you're in the car and you hear your favorite song, you start singing, and you may be singing really, really loud, maybe bopping your head, maybe waving your arms around, whatever, right? You're in the moment, you're enjoying it. But as another driver, when you look over at that person and you can't hear what they're listening to, you don't know what's going on. Sometimes people look really ridiculous singing at the top of their lungs when you, as another person from the outside, you can't see or you don't know what's going on.
I thought of that one too. And anytime I stop at a light, I stop singing. And then when I start driving again, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, everybody looks ridiculous sneezing, right? Like that's just.
Oh yeah.
There's no avoiding it. But I think that there's some more practical things. Like I always think that people look really ridiculous when they're in the grocery store, and then all of a sudden they all become a produce expert where they're like overly inspecting things. Meanwhile, everything looks the exact same, but they're looking for some sort of problem that they don't even know what it is they're looking for.
Looking for like a tiny little dent or like a little scratch.
Yeah, something. But everybody becomes a brand. I'll see people in there where you look in their cart and it's Nutella and chips and like 3 pounds of burger, and then they walk over and they're like inspecting beets like it's their job, right? You know what I mean? Like you look ridiculous. Like just throw a couple in there. You get
but you
one
gotta
lemon.
You gotta make sure they're not damaged or anything.
But I don't even think they know what they're looking for.
Gotcha.
They don't I could squeeze a lemon, right?
Yeah.
Like here's my thing. I'll go to the store buy lemons, right? I'll always give it a squeeze before I throw it in the cart. I have no idea what a better lemon is. Is a softer lemon better? Is a harder lemon better? Is the middle squishier than the end's better? Is the end squishier than the middle's better?
I guess it depends on when you're going to use that lemon.
Yeah, but do you know? I don't know.
I know if it's a little squishier, that it's a little bit more ripe. So I would use it that day or maybe the following
But
day.
sometimes you get a lemon that just has real thick skin.
That is true. And you
right?
don't know
And
until
I
you
don't know
cut
how to
into it.
tell.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a lemon expert. But you get me in the lemon aisle and suddenly I'm squeezing a whole bunch of them.
Sure.
Right? And I put one back. I'm like, well, that one sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it sucks. Like
Yeah.
people just look ridiculous.
Maybe one end is a little squishier than the other end.
Yeah. No. I have no time for that. Also, the other thing that people look ridiculous doing is, and you can always tell, is when people go to restaurants that are just a regular restaurant and they start acting like they're at Nobu. You know what I mean? Where it's like where you look ridiculous.
Yeah. Fam,
Like,
you're at Jack Astor's.
yeah, you're at Jack Astor's, right? Like those fries are undercooked. Okay, cool, right? No, you look ridiculous when people do that.
This is people opening their faces as they open a really, really tightly sealed jar of pickles.
Yes, somebody who walks on an airplane with a pillow from home. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
you look ridiculous.
Oh, no, walk on an airplane with a pillow and you're wearing pajamas.
Yeah, you look ridiculous. I don't care if you could fly to London. Going to work in a day, okay, takes longer and more time out of your day than flying to London. If you mean to tell me that you can't survive like a day at work without pajamas and a pillow, right, and a neck pillow and all this other stuff, it's ridiculous. You look silly. Absolutely silly.
I mean, some of those neck pillows are pretty comfortable.
You still look.
Don't you think from afar humans picking up dog poop looks ridiculous?
Absolutely. You can never look good picking up dog poop, right? Never. And you suddenly, when you own a dog, like that's one of those things, like when you get a dog that you just immediately become accustomed to it and look past. Because for people who don't own dogs, like I've never walked a dog and had to bend down with a bag on my hand to pick up hot feces.
Yeah.
Right?
Matthew said he would never do it.
And
now
now
guess who does it every morning?
Yeah, every morning, right?
Yeah.
Every morning. I would be so terrified.
Plus, Matthew chases our dog with a bag if he has to take some that didn't come out.
Oh, like he goes in there and extracts it?
Yeah.
What?
Like if
Oh,
it's
damn.
hanging out, like if
Yeah.
he ate some sort of part of a cloth or something and it's like dangling out, Matthew's the one that has to.
How many cloths does your dog eating?
What are you feeding your dog cloths for?
No, we're not feeding. He eats towels.
Yeah.
Right? So there's thread sticking out of its butt. So
Yeah.
Matthew's the one chasing him with a poo bag on his hand, trying to pull the thread out of his butt.
I would say anybody bending down to pick up dog poo, and especially on the sidewalk, right, where it's like those bags are thin that you put on your hand, and
It's
sometimes
risky.
when you scrape your fingers, when you got to scrape your fingers across the sidewalk like that,
No.
right?
At that point, you double bag just in case.
Our
You
dog
do, huh?
insists on going in the middle of an intersection. That's the only place he'll go. So as we're crossing, that's when he decides to go. So I have to put my hand up to stop traffic as Matthew's picking up dog poop because he insists on going.
So hold on a second here.
While it's green for us to cross.
So you walk the dog and Matthew just walks with you to just pick up the poo?
Well, we walk together
every
day.
Who has the dog though?
Matthew does.
Matthew has the dog.
Matthew has the dog.
Okay, so
I'm stopping traffic so our dog can poo.
Right, but you don't care. You don't walk the dog when you guys walk the dog.
No.
Matthew.
Our dog won't allow me to walk him.
Oh,
so that's Matthew's dog.
Yeah, that's Matthew's. That's Matthew's dog.
Hey, Jenny, that was amazing. Thank you so much for your question.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Hey, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
All right, you know what? I think I'm going to have to say Roz because he kind of reminds me of my husband a bit.
How old's your husband?
He just turned 40.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thought this was gonna be like one of those times you're like, I married an older gentleman.
Yeah. He's 80.
No,
Yeah.
he gives good advice too. He's really smart. We always joke around how the older he gets, he's just making more sighing noises or moans. And
The older he gets, the more noises he makes.
he's becoming just a lovable curmudgeon.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you can have that W, Roz. I'm
Yeah,
good.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you, Jenny.
Okay, thanks,
Bye,
guys.
love.
Bye.
Later, girl. Jasmina says here, Jasmina Solis says, what's the first video game you ever played? Do you guys remember?
Yeah, it would have been.
Look it up.
It would have been the first video game I ever played. Like it would have been Pong, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine was pole position or something.
Mine would have been Pong, and then there was a horse racing game on a platform called ColecoVision that we used to play a lot. ColecoVision was a weird console, man. Very weird console. Yeah, and then after that, it was just all we're not talking arcade games because I
No.
played arcade games before I played console games.
Sure.
Right. So let's say console games of some sort. But yeah, like Pong and then any of the original Atari or Commodore 64 games.
Yeah.
Like that's
like Frogger.
Frogger was later.
What about
Frogger
what's the
was
other one?
later.
Battlestar Galactica?
No, Galaga.
No, Galaga, that's what it was. Yeah.
But I played that in the taxi stand in Acton because they had two. They had Galaga and then they had three. They had Galaga, Pac-Man, and Kung Fu.
Oh,
and
nice.
Kung Fu was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kung Fu was great. But yeah, just the original video games like Pong and stuff like that. And then I really used to love Joust.
Joust?
Yeah, Joust.
I never played that one.
You were on a flying ostrich. And
Okay.
and you would just float around the screen, and then you would have to. It was literally you had a jousting pole in your hand, and you had to joust other guys that were flying at you, also on flying ostriches.
What?
Yeah, Joust was a great game.
Damn, more.
Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail. What's that?
I had
Boring.
this was the very first video game I played, and we played it in school, and I played it at home. It was called Oregon Trail, where you had your wagon, and you had to go across the land and trade fur and stuff for things.
What? That's your first video game?
Oregon Trail.
What platform was that on?
Old
I
timey?
think it was on Mac.
Hold on.
I don't even know. There's no way. This is 1974. And then I guess there was a re-release in April 2nd, 2021. That's a long way to go to get a sequel. 1971 to 2021? Pitfall was another game that I used to play a lot.
What's Pitfall?
Pitfall was...
You just fall into a pit?
Yeah,
Oh.
basically.
Faxanadu was the other one I played where you had to trade in, you had your girl and you had to trade her for booze and stuff.
What?
It was a middle-age game where you had a wench.
Jesus. Yeah, and then what was this? There was strip poker.
That's the theme song to Oregon Trail.
Hold on. Oh no. The opening page of the video game says April 1st, 1848.
Oh my God. So this is Maury's first video game. Let me
Oregon Trail.
Let me give you the description to this. The Oregon Trail is a series of educational computer games. The first game was originally developed in 1971 and produced by the Minnesota Educational Computing Consortium. The original game was designed to teach 8th graders about the realities of 19th century pioneer life on the Oregon Trail. The player assumes the role of a wagon leader guiding a party of settlers from Independence, Missouri to Oregon's Willimantic Valley via a covered wagon in 1848.
Oh my God. When you start playing the game, it gives you like an option, right? Or different options. It tells you what the weather is. It tells you what your health is. It tells you how much rations you have.
Yeah.
And then and then it gives you a list here. You may continue on the trail. You may check on supplies, look at the map, change pace, change food rations, stop to rest, attempt to trade, or hunt for food. And then you make your choice, and then it takes you to the next page, which then gives you more options.
When you trade stuff, it increases your health.
In 1995, the Oregon Trail comprised about 1/3 of MEC. What is MEC? Oh, the Minnesota. Okay, so listen to this. This is how much money they made off this thing. So MEC is the Minnesota Educational Computing Consortium. In 1995, the Oregon Trail comprised about 1/3 of MEC's $30 million annual revenue. Wow. So these guys are making $10 million a year off the Oregon Trail.
Wow.
Just licensing it to schools. You played it in school, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's where you played it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a boring ass game.
What a boring game. Also sounds racist. You know what I mean? When you start getting like settlers and chuck wagons and that song, right? Like that song's a trigger warning.
Yeah,
we have to, you know what I mean?
I don't want to know, like, as you get deeper in the game, what else you could trade.
Yes. What you have to do for that land. Right? Yes. Yes.
He's like, it's my favorite game.
Yes.
Matthew James here says, top 3 things you would like to photograph. I'd assume Mocha has a list prepared. I actually do not have a list.
I would say
prepared.
definitely an alien.
Oh, yeah. Area 51.
Right.
But
I would love to take a picture of an alien.
Uh-huh.
I would love to take a picture of space.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Right? I would love to take a picture of, I don't know, I think that's it. Just space and aliens.
Yeah.
Everything else, I can handle somebody else's picture. But I think that for me, in order for me to believe, like, you could still show me a picture of an alien, right? And I would still be skeptical unless I was the one that took the picture. Like, I would have to say, I know you've seen a lot of these pictures, but this is the one I took, and I can vouch for it. I would like to be the person who vouches for a picture of an alien, as opposed to somebody who would have to be convinced that this is a picture of an alien.
How long you think until we find out?
Aliens?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, until they tell us.
Didn't we already?
Like, we kind of
just
figured.
and we're just like, nobody really cared. Like,
Like,
that's
where
the biggest
everyone's-
letdown of all childhood.
Like, we're all cool about it.
Yeah, like they
right?
like you grow up thinking about aliens and it's denied forever, and then this year they're like, yeah, we see spaceships all the time, and nobody cared.
Would you be more afraid to run into
Were
a
you
ghost?
about to say scared? You were about to,
Can
right?
I just finish saying it
Yeah,
that
you
way?
didn't get to the spelling level on the Oregon Trail, did you?
Would you be more scared to see a ghost or an alien in your bedroom?
Well, there's no such thing as ghosts, so I would say alien.
Okay, there is.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, don't laugh.
Yeah.
Where I live,
yeah,
when it's not cloudy and at the hours that I have to leave to come into the show,
very early,
it's still dark outside.
Yeah.
And I see a ton of stars.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I looked up and I could see like the Big Dipper, and I saw one. It looked like a plane. I thought it was a plane. It was slowly going across the sky near the Big Dipper.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, I swear to you, swear, this thing that I thought was a plane that was flying at a steady pace zoomed right across.
A shooting star.
See you later.
Bounce.
Really, huh?
Yeah. And I didn't freak out because I was like, probably a spaceship.
Probably a spaceship.
No, but would it be a shooting star, or was it? Did you see it rotating?
No. It was like so far. It looked like a
speck.
Like a little speck.
Yeah.
But it was going at a constant speed across the sky, and then all of a sudden,
Too high to be a plane, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we can assume that stuff now because they've told us that it's
I
okay
think
to
that
assume that stuff.
If like
now.
a Martian craft landed and they wanted me to go on to the plane for them
To
to
do
like
what?
to probe me, and I think I'd go.
Yo, you are so desperate for attention.
You are like,
and like you get no loving at home.
No.
that you would let an alien probe your ass.
Everything's a bathhouse, eh? Everything's a bathhouse. Now, do you guys want me to like come all the way up the ramp, or do you just want me? Do you just want me to use the little hole on the side? And So the hole on the side. Now, do you want me front ways or back ways? Or like first front, then back? I'm cool with either.
And you can't say bathhouse. They don't give you a towel on the spacecraft.
Well, they're not going to know. They're not.
And there's
gonna,
no lockers.
No, they're not going to give you any dignity on the spacecraft either, more. Not that there's a whole lot of dignity
You don't
in a
know.
bathhouse.
It could be a party
but
up there.
It could be a party up there.
Right?
Like, what if you got up on the spaceship, more, and it was like, let's say aliens morphed into your ideal. Like, as soon as you walked on that spaceship, they would know what your ideal man looked like. And then so you walked on that spaceship, and there was literally hundreds of me's. No, like, what
no,
would
but
you
I wouldn't
do?
want it to be used because then it would just be really awkward and I wouldn't know what to talk about.
No,
and
but
I'd
we would just
blush.
be all over you. Like, we would like take you by the hand and we
No,
would like
I'd rather
sit you
it be.
down.
No, it can't
and-
be because then I get off the craft and I have to tell you that you touched me.
Right.
And you'll
Okay,
never
what if it was
believe
like
me.
like hundreds of like Channing Tatums?
Yeah, see, that's different. Then, by all means, touch away.
Yeah,
touch
so
away.
you would never come home, right? They were like if they said to you this, Maury, if they said if you walked onto a spaceship and there was hundreds of Channing Tatums, and I mean like this is a sure thing. Every single one of them is a sure thing. Like, you're not going to have to convince or even make friends with any of them. You don't have to cook anybody dinner, nothing. If you walked on that ship and they said, "Hey, listen, you could be with one of our alien Channing Tatums for 5 minutes. Anything goes," or you could have as many as you want, but you have to be in this ship for 3 years and you can't tell anybody where you've gone.
See you later.
Really?
Oh, you're picking 3 years? Wow. You want to be away from your husband so
No, I
bad.
wanna be with Channing Tatum
That you
so
would be
bad.
with alien
Wow.
Channing Tatums
Wow.
on a spacecraft for 3 years.
No, but just promise me this: that none of the Channing Tatums glitch once in a while. Like it's a good
Why do you
Wi-Fi
need-
connection.
Here's my question for you. Why do you need multiple Channing Tatums? Why couldn't it just be one? It would just be the same thing. Like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you go? You would say no if it was
can I
one because
answer-
that would feel like a relationship,
No, because
right?
more than one, then you can have one up above and one down below.
Up above? What do they do? Comb your hair?
Massage your bald spot?
Like,
Also,
up above. Okay, well, you're going to do my brows. Okay.
And you're going to give me a pedicure.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what you want?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Jeez.
Well, I don't know. Maybe your husband?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like, wouldn't you love 100 Annette Bennings?
Annette Benning?
Yo, why don't you just love your one damn it Matthew?
Yeah, I would say this morning I would walk onto an alien spaceship, right? And I think that it would be more enjoyable and a cooler story if I had the choice to make out with 100 Annette Bennings or fight 100 Annette Bennings all at once.
fight.
I would fight 100
Yeah.
Annette Bennings all at once. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
have one more question about the Channing Tatums.
Yes.
But I think you
Okay.
answered this already.
Okay.
Like, I can't. There's no photographs. Like, I can't. I have no mementos.
Mementos?
Like, I can't. After the 3 years, I have nothing to remember it by.
No.
Like,
your
that's it.
memories,
Like,
that's
you're
it.
off the ship and your memory's erased.
No, you have your memory.
But
right?
you have nothing to
So
remember
what do
it
you
by.
what do you say to
like, no
Matthew?
framed picture or something that you could just put on the wall.
No, there's no vids.
So-
Like, there's
Yeah.
no video.
Yeah, you get back, right? It's
Like,
3
I
years
assume
later.
after 3 years, Matthew's moved on.
Oh, 3 years you think he's moved on? How long do you think it would take? How long would you be on that ship? What number of Channing Tatum would you be on before Matthew's got somebody else living in that condo?
Probably number 2.
Yeah, number 2, I would say. Yeah.
End of the week.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, here's the other part of that story is that we would also give Matthew his own Channing Tatum.
Oh, he'd get his own Channing Tatum? That seems fair.
Well, you ever heard such a thing?
So stupid.
The idea of your husband being with Channing Tatum should horrify you.
Yeah.
Maury's like, that makes it even, actually. Yeah. Well, he gets one. I get how many? Perfect.
Josh says here, what never fails to make you laugh?
A lot of things never fail to make me laugh.
News bloopers for me.
News bloopers.
I love
Oh,
news
yeah.
bloopers.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the best.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I watched one the other day. Remember the black guy where he was super, like, just straightforward and then something flew in his mouth?
Yeah, and he got it. So
remember that guy?
No!
And he changed the way he talked.
Well, yeah. It was just like he called it something like a podunk town. Like everything that he hated just came out all at once. He just goes off because you could tell he just hated his life. It was so great. But that news blooper to me is still one of my
What
favorite.
really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? The is that? I'm dying in this country ass uptown. Flying in my mouth. I can't see pollen. Let's get the out this country. I can't even see me.
I know, like he started getting mad at everything. Like he was getting mad at the pollen.
What was the one where it was the guy's first day?
That's my favorite.
The guy's first day, and he I guess had to introduce the news. He was at the anchor desk, and they asked him where he was from.
I was just thinking about that guy the other day. AJ Clement. Hold on. But didn't he say like he didn't...
At the beginning, because at the beginning they thought he said gay.
Yeah.
Right?
But
he said it wasn't.
He said it wasn't. He was practicing like somebody's name.
Yes.
Has a fun time for the disabled. A deadly avalanche kills 5 in Colorado.
You're watching the Evening Sunday on NBC North Dakota News, your news leader in high definition.
Good evening, I'm Dan Chu. You may have seen our new AJ on NBC North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the weekend news team as my co-anchor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, AJ.
Thanks, Van. I'm very excited. I graduated from West Virginia University, and I'm used to, from being from the East Coast.
That's what he said from West Virginia University.
That guy's great. Also, every now and then, somebody references the Boom Goes the Dynamite Kid.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that guy was a lot of fun. No, I'm with you though, more. I still laugh at news bloopers.
Yeah. Oh, and every year they come out with a compilation.
It doesn't even have to be. To me, for news bloopers, it doesn't even have to be like something they've said. Like every now and then, that picture of that anchor shows up, where the picture, the composite sketch of the guy they're looking for, in like a murder case, looks exactly like the anchor.
Yeah, you know, for the longest time until I saw that clip, I thought it was like I just thought it was fake.
Photoshop?
Yeah,
No,
I thought it wasn't real.
No. And then there was a dude, you have no Quran. That guy.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
I miss those viral videos because they don't happen anymore. Now it's just all real people doing TikTok stuff and everything else. But like I miss those people. Like I miss I miss the weirdos that, you know, there's something going on and somebody walks up with a news camera and they just sort of go off, right? Like I miss that.
Mocha, look for the one, the anchor in the grapes. Did you ever see this one?
Oh, yeah, no, I can't. That woman almost dies. That's not funny.
Did she almost die?
Yes, that's not funny.
Oh, that's the one where she
falls.
she fell, right?
Yeah.
She like hit her face or something?
No.
Like even Family Guy made fun of her.
No, you can't laugh at that. She was a serious injury.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know that.
Jeez, yeah. Cat stuff, guys getting hit in their nuts always makes me laugh.
Yeah, funny as hell.
Always makes me laugh. There's a few things on TikTok recently that I've seen that really make me laugh. Like when people do the slam the door challenge on your boyfriend's car. That really makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I love when people get in the car and then they say stuff to their moms and then the mom freaks out on them, right? Or like when you get like it'll be like some like young black guy and he'll call his mom by her first name, right? And you know an ass whooping is like right around the corner. I like
the hell
those.
Did you just call me?
Yeah, those videos make me laugh. Old people swearing makes me laugh.
Old people swearing is probably the funniest thing that you'll find on YouTube.
Yeah, old people swearing always makes me
Or old
laugh.
people fighting.
Old people fighting, yes, absolutely.
Jenny asks, what is something that is invisible but you wish people could see?
Like obviously farts.
Farts and burps.
Right. But do I wish? What else? Okay, so hold on. I'm having a difficult time with this one because what are some things that's invisible? Like
ghosts.
No, that's a whole different thing. You're wishing
Like
ghosts
air?
were real. Air, but like, why do you want to see? I don't care if people see air or not.
Yeah.
I don't need to see it because what if you see air and it's like a real awful beige, and I'm like, I don't want to breathe that anymore.
What if you could see smells?
See smells like what?
Like, something smells like
fresh baked bread. Like you'd want to see
Like,
what
what
that.
would they? But you just see the
What
bread.
are you thinking of?
But you just
He's
see the bread.
No. You know what he's doing? He's thinking about something perverted.
No,
and
I'm
he
not.
doesn't want to say.
No, I'm speaking as I'm thinking. Like you're always like, oh, this smells so nice. But I wish you could see the smell.
But what would his smell look like?
Like I
though?
wish you could see where you're
Like a
smelling
cartoon
flower.
where they have the vapor lines above it?
Yeah. Like, oh, that flower smells wonderful. I wish we could see the smells of the flower.
Right.
But it would just be like wavy air, would it not? Or do you want it to have like a distinct color? Like every single thing that smells has
Like
a
as
color.
a color, yeah. Like if that smells like freshly cut grass, but yet you're nowhere near the grass.
It would just be freshly cut grass. It would just be then like wavy, airy green, light green.
Yeah.
I wish that I could see. I wish that I could see like emotion. Like I wish that people were almost like a mood ring, where you could see immediately if somebody was pissed off at you. You could see immediately if somebody was attracted to you. You could see immediately if
Like would it be their whole body, or would it be like maybe on their
Wasn't
on
that
their
like
forehead?
Hypercolor. Remember the shirts that changed?
Yeah, no, but like an aura, right? Like I think that like if people just had
Just
like
around the
a general glow to them, where you could determine sort of what their feelings were. I think that would be very helpful.
What if you could see people's thoughts? Like thought bubbles.
Like thought bubbles? Give me an example.
Like in a comic?
Yeah, like you would just read what they're thinking above their head.
Nah. I wouldn't want to see that.
I don't know if I would want to see everything that everybody's
Or
thinking.
see people's next move.
Their next. That's not. You're getting into like you want to be like a clairvoyant. Like we're talking about things that are invisible, right?
God, man.
Like a fart. Like you started at a fart, and now you want to be able to see people's next move. Like you have.
Yo, the way you level up with some of these questions,
I
it's
know.
ridiculous.
I know. Like if you were alone. Yeah, no. I think that I think farts would be funny because I would die laughing all the time.
Yeah.
Because just being in like really inappropriate places. And now, if you could see, here's a question for you. Okay, would you want to be able to be the one who sees farts, or would you prefer it if everybody could see farts so they could all enjoy it?
Everyone could see farts.
I think everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're on the subway and you just see little all over the place.
Right.
You think people are farting up a storm on the subway though?
Absolutely. Have you not been down there?
You think so, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Like that much?
Oh,
Like,
God, yeah.
Really, bottle rockets.
I don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it would be so. It would be awkward. I think if you were the only one,
Only fart seer.
Yeah, because then the
Yeah.
way you see people and maybe treat them and talk to them may change after maybe they let one rip and you see that it's something that you weren't prepared to see.
Right. Fair enough.
I think everyone.
Okay.
I think everyone in this scenario, everyone has to be able to see farts.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I agree. You've convinced me. Yeah. I don't want to hold that burden of being the only one who can see farts.
Could you imagine what it would be like at work?
First of all, no, I couldn't. I would work from home. And it's not because I'm a huge farter, but I just couldn't I just couldn't. You walk into the bathroom and there'd be like a cloud from the person who was just in. Like I just couldn't do
That'd
it.
be the worst.
Yeah, it would just bother me too much. I think I couldn't be that guy. I'd work from home for sure.
Or could you imagine if you're like at a sporting event, like at a stadium?
Oh no, it would look like a chemical weapon just went off. Right, like just this like haze. You have a hard time seeing the ball. Like all
Or
of
if you're
this
at a
stuff.
concert and like your favorite artist or band, they're up on stage and like one of them lets one rip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's so loud, like nobody else can hear.
Right.
But in a
Right.
situation like that, we'd all be able to see.
Yes, that's
like Drake
true.
farted.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know what I would do with Drake farting. I don't want that responsibility. I would like to trade that in for something else. Right? I would like to see your next move.
Yeah. Yo, this has probably been the most ridiculous Ask Roz and Mocha we've ever done.
I didn't like
What
it.
if you could see taste?
If you could see
What?
taste.
Like you could see what you're tasting.
What do you mean?
But you can.
But you can. It's like it's called a peach. Like when you
It's called a steak.
when you bite a peach, you can see the peach. You can see what you're tasting.
Okay. Hold on.
That's
I'll
not
get back to
something
you.
that's invisible.
Yeah. No, but taste is invisible.
But the food that you're
But the
eating,
food you're
that you're
eating is
tasting
not
is
it.
not invisible.
Don't do the like you're at a lecture.
I understand.
Right?
Yes, you're correct. Yes,
Yeah.
interesting point. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Every week you'll see us on Instagram at Kiss925 with a picture that reads "Ask Roz and Mocha." This is where we get all the questions from, and these are the conversations that come out of answering those questions. Thank you for listening. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.